my OBS setup as well. But I have like a 2D character that
Oh, wait, if you're streaming, you'll have to change my profile picture.
it for streaming it shows just people's profile pictures like at the bottom of the screen, and whenever they talk, it lights up, and you can have people set it up on their stuff and have custom character, and it's easily changeable and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so we'll get and then welcome. Is it Killy or Madly or something else? What would you prefer to go by?
Kelly Madley, hi.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Hi.
Could I call you either for short, Killy or Madly?
Yeah, uh-huh.
Okay, I'm gonna call you Killy then,
Right, okay.
like the dwarf from the Lord of the Rings.
Dwarf.
And
Killy and Philly. Let's see. And
again,
then
it's
welcome
me.
Lance. It has been a while.
Hey, hey. So
I'm glad you could make it to this one.
basically, I saw your DM and I've been trying to find ways to stay up because I'm trying to pull an all-nighter. I'm like, wait a minute.
Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
it's 6:35 for me and I need to kill 3 hours. So
Alright, well that's perfect because we're gonna play for about 3 hours if we don't die sooner. Alright. But welcome. We'll get you rolled up. Do you know if Carl is still alive?
I
Or do you need
think
to roll up?
I think he is, but I'd probably rather just roll up something new.
Alright, just rather roll up for now. Get it started quicker.
It's
Okay.
been a long time for you to be extra slow with me. I roll and roleplay, right?
For
Oh,
sure, for sure.
I don't have permission for that anymore.
Okay, let me get you guys your rolls. You'll be joining the young guard. Newest regular players.
Yes. Okay, let me look for how to roll. 3d6.
Okay, and
Wait, hold
I'll be
on.
rolling with the real dice.
Oh,
I'm gonna
you're gonna roll
say,
for me?
yeah,
Oh, yeah,
we'll
awesome.
play,
Yeah,
yeah.
go for it.
Alright,
Let me just write these down as you go.
yep, grab some pencil, paper, and a drink. That's pretty much all you'll need to play.
Oh, I need pencil paper. Can I write it down on a notepad?
Yeah, of course, anything works. Let's see.
Wait.
I'm gonna
Oh, wait.
notepad it real quick since I don't have paper on me.
Um, 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 I can use my notes app because I'm smart. I'm gonna,
Alright.
yeah.
All right,
Uh,
I got my notepad open up on my phone. Go for it.
I I'm gonna be like right back. I have my volume set to max. I'll be able to hear you guys, but you'll be very quiet. I'm getting popcorn and drink.
Mhm. Of course.
Good.
Yeah, you guys sit tight since you guys are already readied up. You and Subto. So yeah, thanks for your patience. And everyone
Oh,
else, we're gonna get you rolled up. So welcome to our game of
okie
D&D.
dokie.
I'll be your dungeon master, your guide into this world of Dungeons and Dragons.
Are
And
these all new people?
no, Hayes has played before with us. You've played before with us. Killy's the newest here, and Dad is new too. Subto, I think you've played a few games in the past. He hasn't played in a long time either. So you, Hayes, and Lance, you three are like old returning players, pretty much.
Yay.
Oh,
Killy
what?
and Dad are brand new here.
How old is Hayes?
But
Oh,
18. Oh,
um,
I meant like,
oh,
oh,
um,
in the game,
oh. How long has
or
it been?
how
yeah. How long has it been? I'm
uh,
sorry.
you've probably been here for about yeah, you've probably been here for maybe a few months. I think we met
Yeah.
last winter, so
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So about the time I got busy and had to like just vanish from existence.
yeah. She took
Yeah,
a long break though, and same with
yeah,
Subto.
I
yeah.
did.
And Dead here is not exactly new to D&D. What's up?
Did I tell you I joined a fire station? It's crazy.
Yeah, you did. I remember.
Yeah,
Hopefully that's going well with you.
Yay.
I'm actually
Busy
looking at
with work.
my duffel bag full of my gear right
Ooh,
now. Yeah.
sounds exciting then.
My parents all got drunk and they told me it wasn't real, so I went outside and I stuck my hand in their bonfire and then whacked my dad with
Oh,
it.
Nice, fireproof.
It's fire.
All right,
It's actually really fun to play.
I bet. Yeah. All right, let's get you rolled up. We'll start with Hayes. Who's here
yes.
first, and then let's see. We got you 9 strength. Okay, 15 intelligence,
Yay.
8 wisdom. So far, it's looking like a magic user. You got 8 dexterity, 13 constitution, and 6 charisma.
Oh wow.
Alright. And then Kelly, you're next. You'll be starting with 10 strength.
Mhm.
An intelligence of 14.
Mhm.
A wisdom of 5.
Mhm.
A dexterity of 12.
Mhm.
A constitution of 13.
Constitution of 13.
And a charisma of 4.
4. Right, okay.
Lance, you'll be starting with a strength of 9. An intelligence of 8. A wisdom of 15. A
Very
dexterity of
nice.
13. A constitution of 16. And a charisma of 12. Alright, very good. So, for classes, since Killy is new, I'll introduce the old school classes to you. 4 classes belong to the race of men in old school D&D. These are your clerics, fighters, magic users, and thieves. 3 of which belong to the demi-humans. These are the dwarves, elves, and halflings. You'll pick one class. Every adventurer is going to be responsible for helping with the hunt of treasure, monsters, and bounties to help win fame and fortune for your adventure. To survive and get rich is to win the game. Let's see. Next,
Alright.
again, so the classes are those 7 classes, but before I tell you about any of these classes, I'm going to tell you only the ones that you might be interested in playing. Based on your scores, I'll make you some recommendations. Since Hayes, you are intelligent and tough, I recommend you're going to play most likely a magic user, but if
I would
not,
do magic.
is that
Yes.
fine with you? Alright,
Mhm.
first of all, magic user. And then for Killy, you're also intelligent and you're tough. I would recommend magic user as well. If not, then I would recommend thief or fighter or dwarf tier.
Hello, Ekin.
Hello, Gold.
Right.
Gold is here. He's an OG.
So,
You plan to play with us tonight?
My character died last time, so yeah.
No worries, we're rolling up right now. But
That's but
you're just in time. You're going to be the last one to join the game. I'm going to close our VC now,
that's
so you
perfect,
made it just
mate.
in time. Okay,
Lock it up.
let's see. That way we no longer interrupt it. We can get this game going. We've got 6 players, so I'm gonna lock it to 7 of 7. Alright. We are in our prep time at the moment.
Yes.
But Gold here is also an old friend of mine. He's been playing pretty regularly over the month.
Yeah, he was in
Um,
Stone Dogs and Burning
oh,
Riders
you
and
remember
Battle
him?
Eagles. Yeah,
That's cool. Alright. Maybe Gold
he was
remembers you, I'm not sure.
probably
But
not.
from different campaigns. That's cool. You guys served in a different campaign together at some point. Um,
Like
but
3 of them.
let's see. I don't think any of Gold's characters survived that campaign, but he definitely had a few in that one. Same with
No,
yours.
none of them did for some whatever reason.
The goal is to try to retire, at least have one character survive in each campaign.
Yes.
So that way, when
Oh,
there are future campaigns, we can always talk about the good old days.
Omid,
Otherwise, if
my
you're all dead, we
beloved.
can't.
Omid, my beloved.
Oh man, man, I remember that one. That was a good
That
halfling.
was a good one. Damn, I need to make another one. Hey, what would you
His ending
recommend
was
for
pretty
my?
heroic.
What would you recommend for my class? Because I'm kind of,
Um,
I'm, I wanted to do cleric, but I think I'm more geared towards thief.
thief or cleric for sure. Before we get to you though, actually we're gonna take a pause from choosing classes. I'm gonna get Gold rolled up so we can be on the same page.
Yep, you're good.
Gold, let's get your strength. You'll be
Thank you
starting
very
with
much.
11 strength.
An 11 strength, alright, that's decent. I've had
Alright, so
better,
yeah,
I've had worse.
go ahead and grab your pencil and paper and start taking those
Mm-hmm.
notes. You have a 9 intelligence.
Intelligence. So I'm a dumbass like last time?
I mean 9 is an average in old school D&D. So, alright, and then you have 11 wisdom.
That's not bad.
You have 14 dexterity. Looks like a thief to me.
Either that or a fight of sorts.
hmm And you have 12 constitution
Yeah.
and a charisma of 9.
Right. So either thief or fighter.
Okay, we'll come back to you. We were working with, I believe it was Killy. So you're intelligent and you're tough. Did you figure out what class you want?
Oh, like, do you double up on classes? Because didn't you say that sorry, I don't know who it was before me. Was supposed to be a mage, a magic user.
Yeah, that's fine. In old school D&D, unlike newer versions where there's a requirement for party balance, back in the day that wasn't important at all. Um, it was nice to have a balanced party, but it was not necessary to survive a game or do well. Sometimes having a balanced party might not actually be good. Sometimes you need more fighters than you do need a balanced party. Sometimes you want to be a pack of thieves, right? If you're trying to steal from a dragon, right? So different crews have different benefits. It doesn't really matter what class you pick in the end, as long as you
Right.
perform your job well. Let's see.
Fighter.
Fighter? Okay.
Yeah. Can I
Um,
go offline? Can I go AFK for like 2 minutes, please?
all good.
Yeah,
See you
we'll
soon.
Alright.
trade in
So
case.
sorry.
Thanks for letting me know. Lance, you're next.
Yeah.
You have a high wisdom and dexterity and constitution. So I recommend cleric or thief to you.
What dexterity? Are there any melee dexterity weapons in OD&D?
Nope, all dexterity is for missiles, all strength is for melee.
But can clerics use missiles?
Can clerics use missiles? Yes.
Do I have
As
to
long
worry
as
about
you're
using
not shooting
arrows?
a living, right? Committing murder, which is a sin.
Right. I might go with the thief route then, so I can skulk.
Very good.
Little rat.
Very well. So you're a thief and gold. For you, I also recommend thief.
Yeah, let's take that advice. We're going with thief.
Okay. Let's get to your hit points. I'll tell you about your classes, your roles. As a magic user, you'll
Sorry,
be
hi.
responsible for being somewhat of a scholar. Magic users are one of the more difficult classes to play. Early on, you will feel that you don't really have as much responsibility other than knowing when to use and how to use your spell. You will get one spell at the start of the game. You can memorize only one spell. You might have multiple spells in your book, but you can only memorize and use one spell per day. So you have to know when to use it. Magic is very rare and powerful in the old days, so very few can actually, wield it and would choose to wield it. It's just such a difficult profession. Other than that, you're going to be in charge of helping out with finding treasure, hunting monsters and bounties and such. That's the role of the magic user. For the thieves, your role is very important early on throughout the entire way of the game.
Yes.
You'll be scouts. You'll be very good at leading the way in the dungeons. Oftentimes, this is not like 5e where you're going to throw your fighters in the front. These were extremely important to have in your front line to scout ahead. They were the ones to detect traps, listen for monsters up ahead, and prepare ambushes. These have a different style of fighting. They are able to backstab enemies. So instead of just standing in the background doing nothing, they're gonna actually prepare to flank. They might report back to the crew that there's an enemy up ahead, and then from there they can sneak off to the shadows, wait for the rest of the troop to engage in a melee, and then come around and flank or surprise the enemy, right? Hammer and anvil tactics, right? So thieves are very good at that. You need to utilize that as a thief. We rarely see it, unfortunately, because a lot
What
of us
kind
are
of
rookies.
what kind of modifier does the backstab do?
We allow partial backstabs as well, but partial backstabs means you only need one of the two benefits for one of the two, or one of the two requirements for one of the two benefits. But the typical requirements is you have to be behind your enemy and you have to attack an enemy that's unaware, right? So they cannot be aware of you or they cannot be focused on you for one thing, and you also have to be behind them. You have to be able to grab them and stab them in the throat or wherever their weak points are.
Is it an insta kill? Like if there's
It is not
sleeping?
an instant kill if they're in combat. So if they can still defend themselves, have an armor class, it's not instant kill. But if they can't defend themselves, such as if they're asleep or they're
Yeah.
being held by someone, it's an instant kill. Anyone can do that. But
Does
in midst of combat, +4 attack and double damage.
oh shit! Fuck! I'm gonna
Yes,
fuck some people up.
indeed.
Yeah.
Does
Um,
backstab work with ranged weapons? I don't think it would.
yes, you can. You can do
I
that.
can backstab with
Shoot
range.
someone in the back of the
Oh,
throat. Alright. So it's
y'all
pretty
are
darn
fucked.
epic, right? Like a guerrilla fighter, pretty much. Some monsters
I'm gonna
like
be
they're
like a
just busy doing
little
their own thing.
Vietnamese.
You are basically Rambo.
No, I'm gonna be like the Viet Cong.
Yeah, Viet Cong, a tree. What do they call them? Yeah. So
Viet Cong.
they're in the trees.
Where?
All right.
What do we have?
Next up, we have a fighter in the ranks. One of the new characters, a fighter. As a fighter, you're considered the best at the fighting profession. You're gonna be the master of arms, right? So these are like your soldiers, your knights, your mercenaries, the top of the chain, right, for
Metal
combatants.
arms.
So these guys are gonna be extremely good in fighting. Our house rule for them is that they will, because we don't go up, we don't play B CMI, right? We play just BX. Therefore, at every 5th level, typically you'll get your double attack, your an additional attack. You'll fight a lot faster than anyone else. At 1st level, 5th level, and 10th level, you'll get an extra attack. So early on, you will be having 2 attacks. So anytime you choose to attack, you always make 1 attack before anyone else attacks. So in a round of combat, it's a 10-second round. Most combatants will only make one attack in that round. You will make 2 attacks, one at 5 seconds, one at 10 seconds, if that makes sense. And that means you will always pretty much have initiative against anyone who isn't a fighter or has only 1 attack, right? Versus you having 2. So let's see.
Okay.
Okay, I need to.
That's good.
Alright, so that's gonna be it for your rolls. We're gonna get to your hit points now. This is how hard your characters can be hit before they die. Back in the day, monsters were very dangerous. The average man only had 2 hit points. So the average magic user will also have only 2 hit points. For the magic users and thieves, we will be rolling a 4-sided die to determine their hit points.
Mm.
Alright, we start with Hayes' character, who has a +1 bonus since her character has a high constitution score of 13. So 3 plus 1 is 4 hit points. Okay. By the way, I was doing a lot of talking. Do you have any other questions or concerns so far?
Okay.
All good?
All good.
Go back it so far.
Alright, hopefully it's all straightforward and clear. Okay, and then Killy. It's time for your fighter to get his hit points. Fighters get a D8 for hit points, on average 4. But there's always a chance of 1 and 8, right? You also start with 1. He's got a death wish. So, a frail fighter back from his first military campaign, looking to perhaps reignite his passion, but he's on
Right.
death's door for the most part. He does have a +1 bonus though, due to your high constitution.
Sorry, HP was what? Sorry.
2 of 2. You have the
2.
average man's hit points. Veteran
Slash
back from the
2.
wars.
Right, okay.
Let's see. Next we have Lance, a thief, a tradesman, now
Roll
taking on
me.
an adventurer's life. Scouts, hunters, that's what these are. Alright, you'll get a D4. Your adjustment is +2. You're a very tough man. Hard to kill. 3 plus 2, 5. Double that of the average man. Next is gold, 1d4 as well, +0.
Yes.
You start with 4, double that of the average man as well. Very lucky.
Yes, very lucky indeed.
Nice hit points. Indeed, indeed. Time for your money. Getting your starting equipment. Hayes, your kit will be starting with 14 pieces of silver. Right away we're going to spend 3. 1 for your set of clothes and 2 for your spell book. I'm just writing this down. So I'll drop you down to 11 of your choice to spend. And then for Killy, you'll also lose 3 silver off the bat. You'll be starting with, or you'll only lose 1 for your clothes. You'll choose your own weapons and armor. So you'll start with only 5 that you can actually spend. 1 for clothes. Killy's character started off quite poor. Excuse me. Lance, you're next. You'll be starting with 6 minus 1, minus 3 actually for your. You'll get your thieves tools, your lockpicks, and then you also get your set of clothes, leaving you with only 3 to spend of your choice. Alright,
So you said
and
thief.
our last
Hold on.
thief.
You said thief tools, lockpicks, and clothes.
Yep, you got your thieves tools, and you got your clothes. Lockpicks
Okay.
or thieves tools are the same.
Okay.
Gold. You're
Yes.
starting with 16. We spent 3 right away for your clothing and your skeleton key.
16, you said?
Yep, well you've got 13 now.
Yeah, 13, right. Okay. Clothing, thieves' tools, alright, yeah. I'll
Alright,
begin
we're gonna
buying.
start with buying Hayes' gear. So then we'll go down the list. Alright, right away we're gonna purchase you some weapons. I recommend missile weapons first. Which missile weapons do you think you want? Or do you not want them?
Would you like to pick for me? I don't mind.
Yep. Um, I'll give you some recommendations. You've got a lot of money to spend. I highly recommend a longbow, crossbow, or shortbow early on.
Longbow, please.
All right, very good choice. It's equivalent to the medieval machine gun. Okay.
Yep.
We got your quiver of arrows as well, costing you a total of 5 silvers, leaving you with 6. And what do you want? What do you want to do for a melee weapon? Do you want
Can
a
you recommend me
spear
some?
or? Yeah, spears are very good, especially in formation. How much are you want to spend? You've got
I don't
6
mind.
silvers left.
I don't mind.
You don't mind how much you want to spend, or?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, my highest recommendation would be a spear. Then you can use this in formation.
Spear, please.
Alright, and you've got 3 left. You can buy equipment and supplies with this. We still need someone to bring food, and we still need someone to bring torches, I think. Or actually, I think someone bought... one of us bought torches already. That was Vardon. So we do need food. Would you be willing to purchase food for the party? You will be compensated at the end, most likely.
Hmm.
Food will cost 1 silver, and a bag to carry it will cost 2. That will be the last of your silver.
Me?
Yeah. Would you like to purchase the food?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. That would be 30 pounds of food purchased, 10 days worth.
Yep.
Let's see. For one person, or maybe enough for 10 people for one day. Let's see. Alright, and then that's all your money spent. Next is Killy with his 5 silver pieces. I recommend a missile weapon first. The most affordable is the sling, and it's actually one of the best weapons too, despite it being so cheap. It's 1 silver for a sling. If you want a better one,
Okay.
short bow, long bow, or crossbow, but you've only got 5.
I'll go
So,
for what you said, sling.
a sling? Alright, therefore you
Yeah.
can purchase other things too, if you go for the sling. Alright, you've got 4 left. What do you want to do for a melee weapon? Dagger, spear,
Daggers.
up to you.
Can you do like sword? No.
Sword, closest is a
Too
dagger
expensive.
early on that you can afford.
Alright, okay.
The short sword is the next one. It's 5 silvers though.
Oh.
So we'll get you a dagger. Is that fine, or do you want a spear?
Dagger.
Okay. You've got. Let's see. You had 5, 4. You've got 2 left. Would you like equipment and supplies?
Afford anything else?
You have 2 silvers left. How would you like to spend it? Want a container? Like a
Sure.
bag or a sack?
Huh.
A sack is 1, a bag is 2. Bag carries more, of course.
Ag.
Alright, that'll be the last of your silver.
Okay.
Lance, you're next. Okay,
Yeah.
and go get ready to pick what you want when it gets to you. That way it goes quicker. Lance, you've got 3 only to spend, so this should be quick. For melee, or for missiles, what would you like?
Where are the prices at? I can't see any fucking prices on your side.
They will be in the reference channel.
Yeah, I think I'm
Scroll
just
up a bit.
stupid. Oh, I see it now.
Mhm.
I'm a moron.
All is good.
Let's see. I think I'll get a. Oh wait, shit. Where's the longbow at? I'll get a longbow, and then.
You've only got 3 silvers.
Oh, you gave me silvers. I thought you said gold. I'm a moron. Damn it.
I recommend maybe a sling, a 10-foot pole, and a knife.
Yeah. I think I'll do that. I was gonna buy
Okay.
a short bow, but holy shit, everything's expensive, and I'm poor. God damn
You're
it.
just too poor, unfortunately.
Well, I'm a brokey now. I don't like this.
Hence, you're going adventuring. Alright,
Yeah.
Gold,
Kinda.
it's time for you.
Yes.
You've got
Right.
13 to spend.
Yeah. I have 13 to spend. Are you ready for this? Because I'm just going to be running you through this.
Okay, go for it.
Crowbar.
Alright, that was how much?
The crowbar is, if I'm correct, 2 silver.
Alright, good to go.
The gambeson, which is also 2 silver.
Mhm.
The short bow, which is also 2 silver. and obviously some arrows to go along with that, which is 1 silver on top.
We're at 7 spent. We've got 6
Yes. A dagger, which is, where is it? 2 silver.
left.
A
Got
bag,
4 left.
which is,
Got 2 left.
yeah. What do you mean 2 left? Yeah, 2 left.
After the dagger and the bag.
And rope, which is 1 silver, and I have 1 silver left.
Indeed. You want to hold on to that?
Yes.
Alright. You might want to purchase additional food for the party. We have a party of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and only have enough food for one day.
I didn't know about the food situation, but I will be happily to buy some
With that
food.
last silver, it should fit in your bag still.
Yes.
All is good. We have 60 pounds food, which will last your party for 2 days then. Maybe a little over 2 days. Alright, very good. Alright, congratulations, we're about to end prep time. The last step to creating characters is to pick their names and get their spells if they have any. So, go ahead, find your names. I'll just go down the list and get your names, or whenever you're ready, I'll take your names. You must choose a medieval name or a fantasy name. If you're a demi-human, you're recommended to pick a fantasy name that sounds like the demi-human you choose to play. And if you're human, it's highly recommended you pick, of course, a normal medieval name. Okay, but you can still choose a fantasy name too. If you do choose a fantasy name, it should sound medieval, right? And have some kind of cultural root to it. Your name will determine your character's culture and sex. Alright, so we'll start with Hayes. Hayes, do you know what you want to be called?
I do not yet. Sorry.
Alright, you want to think about it?
Yes, please.
All good. Killy, are you good to go or still looking?
Yeah, Alaric.
Alaric. Okay, is it?
Alaric.
Spell it for me.
Alaric.
A-L-A. What was it?
RIC.
Alaric. Okay, good to go. And then Lance.
Yeah. Oh, here's a good one. Dornan.
How do you spell it?
Dornan. Dornan.
Alright, you're
Like
Donan.
like doorman with an N.
Yeah, very good. And Gold. What would you like to be
Yes.
called?
Rufus.
Is it R-O-F-U-S?
F-U-S. Yes.
Very good. And back to Hayes.
Could I have Ophelia by any chance?
Is that O-P-H-E-L-I-A?
Yes, please.
Alright, good to go. Okay, you're all ready, all prepared. Prep time is over. We'll be starting the game very shortly. We've just done prep time, so now you guys will take a 5-minute break. Get ready. We're about to start the actual adventure. So you catch to pack the equipment. Come back in 5 minutes.
Sounds good.
Hey Google, set an alarm for 5 minutes.
Done. Your alarm set for 8
He actually fucking did that. That's crazy.
Yeah,
Wait,
because I'm not
mate,
fucking timing
hang on.
myself.
Mate, real quick, are you wearing headphones?
I am not.
So if
You
I,
guys won't be able to hear my alarm through my mic because my mic is voice sensitive.
Kelly, we've got some background noise.
It's killing.
There we go.
Alright folks, it's been about 5 minutes, hopefully that was a long enough break for all of you. We're going to do roll call and make sure everyone's back. Let's see. Alright, so Dead, are you with us?
I am absolutely here.
Perfect. Alright, welcome back. Let's see. Gold.
Yes.
Let's go. Let me change your name. You're now
Oh
going to
shit,
be
I
known
forgot about
as
that.
Rufus, the apprentice. Okay.
Rufus the Legend.
Hopefully, someday. Let's
Changed my
see.
name too.
Hayes will be joining us as
Mhm.
Is it Ophelia, the medium?
Hello.
Okay, and Killy, you chose Aladric, Alardric, Alardic, Alardic, right?
Alaric.
Alardic.
Alaric. Yeah, Alardic is fine as well.
Right, Alardic, the veteran. And then we got Dornan, the apprentice, very good. Alright, everyone else got their name. Perfect. We want write up a roster or marching order. It's my notepad. There it is. Okay.
This is gonna be fun.
Good to see the motivation, excitement. Adventure is yet to start. Let's see.
If you want motivation, I'll give you motivation.
I don't like the sound of that.
Ooh.
I'm gonna write down everyone's names real quick on my paper.
Yeah. I'm just organizing my snacks.
I should have brought fucking snacks.
You want to share snacks? I got popcorn.
Can I have some? Can you like shove it
Yeah,
through your
sure.
monitor?
I'll pop you a fresh bag of popcorn.
Just throw it at your monitor real quick. I'll catch
Mm.
it. I'll catch it with
Yeah,
my
I know
mouth.
you're in my walls. Okay, I know.
Can you hear me that well? Fuck.
You're that loud, bro.
Goddamn.
And who is Shaniqua?
Don't worry about it.
I told you no girls allowed, bro.
Don't
Ooh.
worry about it. Oh, hold on. Let me turn down PZ. I've been playing in the background.
I have Skyrim. I have fucking Skyrim playing
Well,
in the
I'm in a
background.
multiplayer server because I have a staff account on here, so I kind of just lounge around here for no fucking reason.
No, I have fucking Skyrim gameplay on my fucking TV right now.
Yeah, we have the lifestyle mod so people can play music, and there's someone just playing a guitar right next to my fucking character's head.
No, mate. You heard the new mod that's come through.
For what?
You can now basically use the NPCs can literally talk to you now, like up their own lines and whatnot.
The
Oh, that's
MP,
so
like
cool.
the
Oh,
the
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 AI.
the real
Yeah,
life
the AI
survivors
one.
mod, Superb Survivors is whatever it's called.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I might reinstall that sometime on a single player. I'm down. They'd break a multiplayer server though.
Alright, so we've got enough members in your party to not have a requirement for retainers then. 6 to 8 is the recommended minimum party size and we have 6. But if you do want to spend additional time hiring on extra men-at-arms or porters, you definitely could. It'll just eat into your game time. Our start in game time shall be, of course, 2100. We'll say we have about maybe 2 hours to go. If not, if you are in agreement, we'll go longer. But 2 hours is what's expected. You all are expected to play for the next 2 hours. If you drop out midway, your character is lost. Okay. So, um, it is currently the middle of February of year 11 of my campaign, in the start of many of your campaigns. So you find yourselves in the southern borderline village of Gavelon. It is on the frontier of human territories in the kingdom of Bretonia, which is a medieval settlement that has survived many years in a world of Dungeons and Dragons. That is the citadel, the capital of your land, right? It is north of you. You're on the southern frontier as a rising stronghold or to mankind, right? So south of here is understood though that there's somewhat of an ancient ruin to the south that used to belong to human territories many years ago. It's called the Castle Ruins of Zavolta. Over the course of a year, many adventurers have made the journey to those ruins in search of their fame and fortune, right? They have been able to discover and explore and even loot a dungeon full of monsters below it. You might go there and seek your fame and fortune as well. There's a great campaign occurring there. Otherwise, you can try other things, of course, within the realm. You can wander the land in search of monsters to hunt. You can take on contracts, odd jobs, or quests within the village of Givelon or elsewhere. It will be up to you to decide, as a party, what you will do. This evening, you find yourselves seated around the round table among food and drink, what little you can afford at least, in the village of Givelon. This is the Beheaded Swan Tavern. This evening, you're all finally meeting together after planning for many days, or a few days maybe, if you're new, another expedition, right? A new one if you're brand new. So if you're brand new, you're brand new to the campaign. I think everyone here is pretty much brand new to the campaign. So you're the newest group of adventurers in Gavelon. No one here has ever actually ventured out. But you're not fresh at the farm. You're all freemen in the village, which means you have the rule to perhaps, or the right to rule, right? Or make a name for yourself. You're not a serf. You're not a mere peasant, or you kind of are a peasant, but you're a free peasant, and you're free to do as you will. None of you own homes or land yet, but you do own everything you currently carry, right? And you do own your own actions. So,
And you're not owned by somebody else.
right. So you're a freeman, and you're allowed to do as you wish, as long as you abide by the rules within or the laws if you plan to stay in the village. Um, so as freemen, we see that most of you are coming from various backgrounds, but what brings you together is that you all are in fact adventurers, hunters of bounties, monsters, and treasure, and have agreed to band together as a party to, of course, campaign for fame and fortune. Therefore, we shall discuss this evening. I have made some suggestions to you if you'd like to discuss them, but in the end, I would like you to tell me what exactly you plan to do. So, what do you guys think you want to do? You may discuss it. If you want to check out the dungeon, the ruins, they're to the south. If you want to roam the land elsewhere, you can definitely do so. If you want to look for work in the village, that's another option. If something else, go for it. But you try to win tonight, get some money. To win the game of D&D, you want to get richer than you were before, and you want to survive, pretty much. Alright, the
Since
floor
we
is
have
yours.
since we have a few missile people, I think we should do something not in a dungeon. It's gonna be cramped and shit. If we want to look for work in the village, we might find something like a bandit camp or some shit that we can look at.
Or
It'd
like the
be,
ruins.
we're in like a
Yeah.
woodland. What kind of environment are we in? Like biome wise?
Givelon is settled among, well, the land is mostly cleared out for farms and such, but its surrounding lands include grasslands west and east of us. It's currently winter time, so it's covered in snow. It's an open tundra to the east and the west. And south of us are forested, heavy forest, even hills to the southwest, and a great swampland to the far southwest. North of us is a continuation of the tundra, and that tundra ascends into a range of mountains and hills further north.
So we got hills and swamps and do our clothes come with like winter gear?
This is the campaign map you can find at the inn, so that's why it's provided to you. But if you
Okay,
want your own
awesome.
maps or drawing them out, you can definitely do so. This is found at the inn,
Sounds cool. Yeah,
or the tavern that you're at.
do our
Sorry.
clothes come with winter gear since it's
Yes,
winter?
you will be
Okay,
addressed
awesome.
appropriately.
Thank God.
Okay.
We're not gonna freeze.
We're not
Way.
gonna freeze.
Hey,
You can at
no
least travel during
frost
the
damage.
day, but at night
Remember
it will
we had
get too
to
cold.
remember we had to like buy cloaks and like some people couldn't afford them and they started freezing.
hmm You can still potentially freeze, but you've got enough clothing to at least help you throughout the day. You can definitely purchase heavy cloaks if you want, but you've got normal cloaks.
Okay.
This should be fine, or enough.
Do we have anybody else that wants to do something else, or are we gonna go in the village and look for work?
I was gonna say,
Like we could
let's
do
should.
ruins or something. I'm not like pushing for it, but
Wait, we have a thief, right?
Yes, we have
We have
We
two.
two
have
thieves.
two, yes.
So,
Do you
Can
want
I do?
to can always try and steal stuff around the village?
Oh
Ooh.
no!
That is a
Oh
No,
bad
I
no!
idea.
don't
We will
do
not.
that.
this is
No!
your
You're
Please.
not
hometown.
It worked.
stealing.
It worked
again,
last
it could be
time. It
another
worked last
tactic.
time.
It
I
will
promise.
not
Just
work.
because it works one time does not mean it'll work again.
And again, it could be a tactic for like the because you were saying bandit camp. We could like steal stuff from there.
Yeah, we can also just ambush them because we have missile weapons. So
Mm.
kind of just hide around in the snow and just camp people. Although I don't think bandits gonna be active since it's winter. That or they're all gonna be hunkered down. But then again, we might be able to catch some. We just gotta go to the village and see what's up.
I'm okay with that.
But if a farmer asks us to clear out rats, we are not fucking doing it. We're not clearing out rats.
Oh, no.
at all.
Oh, that sounds easy enough. Just use fire.
No.
No, we're not doing it.
Would you be okay if we look for rumors tonight, and if we can't find anything, then we head for Alta in the morning?
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Good that.
Unanimous decision then?
Yes.
All right,
Search for
and
rumors.
I like that.
we have decided to search for rumors in the town.
Alright, anyone else want to offer anything to the discussion before we set off to look for rumors? Veruna, you
No.
good? Just making
Yep.
sure everyone has a chance.
We're good.
Rollface, Ophelia, Aladric, or Alardic, Dornian, and Varden. You all are good to go?
Yep.
Right. And we do not wish to split the party, or is that the case? Do
I
you
don't
want to
mind
gather
splitting up.
information together, or do you
Still
want to split
together?
up?
Yeah.
Split up.
Yes.
Okay.
Splitting
How
up.
many people do
might
we
work.
have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
We can split
I
into
will
groups of
advise
2.
you.
Yeah.
I will
well, we
provide the
split
list
into
of
2 groups.
basic or old school principles, a list. If you wish to get good at this game, these are some of the rookie rules or basic rules to follow. And
I know I'm
you
not
can-
supposed to split the party. I just assumed it was
Mm.
okay since we're in the village.
I'll provide the list in the roleplay channel. It can be found typically in the guide channel, but since we have new players, these are some basic rules that are good to heed by early on. Let's see.
Again, we're
actually
in
as well.
town.
If you want to
It's
master
not-
basic level play, you should master these rules. So those are good tips if you want a good campaign or a good adventure. But if you'd like to split the party right off the bat, you can definitely do so. It is your choice.
Temporarily. We get back
Temporarily.
together and we
Yeah.
share our information amongst each other.
Alright. Do we want to split up into groups or split up entirely?
Groups.
I'd
Split
say
up into
just
groups. I
take
think
2
might
groups.
work better.
I'd say take 2 groups, 1 group of 2, 1 group of 3, since we're 5 people.
There is 6 of us, so
Oh,
we can do
there's 6 of
3-3.
us?
Indeed.
Oh, I just can't count. Yeah, we can just do groups of 2.
Alright, 2 groups of 3, and then,
Yep.
or did you say 3 groups of 2?
2 groups of 3.
Okay,
Yeah.
who shall be with who?
I'm fine with anybody.
I'll go with
Same.
I'll go with Alardic.
Okay,
Right.
I'm fine.
Alardic,
I'm fine.
Vardon, and who else? So Vardon,
Mm.
Alardic, who would like to join these two? The rest of you will be together.
Me, fuck it, yeah.
Alright, Rofus. Okay, so then Dornan, Ophelia, and Feruna, you guys are together. Vardon, Alardic, and Rofus, where would you like to go around the tavern to gather information? You're sitting at a round table at the moment. There are only a few round tables, and you're sitting at one of them.
The barkeep first.
There's definitely a bar here.
Mhm.
You'll make your way over to the
A
bar.
busy place?
Hmm?
Is it a busy bar?
Indeed, the bar is quite busy tonight. So you make your way over to the bar, and as you're doing this, Dornan, Ophelia, and Rufus, where do you think you guys want to go off to? You can discuss it before you declare your action if you want, since you're
I had a-
party.
Head outside of the tavern, or do you want to
Oh,
stay
not
inside?
Rufus, Feruna. Yeah, sorry, Feruna, Ophelia, and Dornan. Where would you like to go?
We should go outside the tavern.
Outside
Yeah,
the
okay.
tavern? Alright,
Um,
Dornan, is that fine with you? You're about to leave the tavern with
Yep,
Feruna and Ophelia. Alright.
we're balling.
Make your way out into the streets. In the village, I should also remind you, in the village of Givelin, or Givalan, you are not allowed to bear arms. All weapons are either not allowed into the gates or stowed at the gate, right? So if you do
Okay.
bear weapons and you're not a guardsman or anything like that, you're not allowed to walk around with them.
Okay.
There's also no, there's also no, there's a law that restricts you from carrying them in the streets sometimes, right? This is a very strict and militaristic village on the borderlands. They have a low rate of crime for this, and any crime is dealt with swiftly.
Yeah, I think we made a good call on robbing people
Let's see.
and being
Oh
burglars.
yeah.
And we're gonna be hung.
Oh no.
Alright.
We would have definitely been fucking hung in front of everybody.
These
I
men
promise.
are
It
hardened,
works.
Thanks,
dangerous
Ophelia.
men, right? And the only reason why a village like this can last so long on the borderlands is because they have to have harsh and difficult to live by rules sometimes, right? And that includes not being able to bear arms within the walls if you're just a normal civilian, right?
Does this town have a baron or like a
It does.
lord?
There's a sheriff, there's a lord. So you're
All
not
right,
allowed to meet
so
them because you're too lowly, right? They wouldn't
okay,
have time for you.
so game plan: if you want to live long, you gotta suck off the lord so he likes you,
Oh
and then
no.
you get cool
Fuck,
shit
Yeah,
later.
man.
I'm definitely not doing that. Definitely not.
I'll take one for the team, boys. You know, $20 is $20.
Yes.
All right.
You can
I
do
So
that.
the
mean,
Thank
party
you.
yeah,
is
I know
split.
$20, $20, but there's a limit somewhere.
20
So
gold is
Rufus,
20 gold.
Alardic, and Vardon.
Let's focus.
We'll start with
Lock
your
in.
party. You guys are no longer with Dornan, Ophelia, and Feruna. So the three of you sit tight. If you decide to speak up, you'll be joining their party instead. We're gonna start with them. Their turn. Each turn is about 10 minutes of action until you guys are ready to regroup or move on from this scene of the adventure. So we'll start again with Vardon, Alardic, and Rufus. You made your way over to the tavern's bar, the counter. And as you make your way over, it's quite busy. Lots of various outpatients or working men have come this evening to, of course, enjoy food and drink amongst their own, you know, co-workers or friends, right? So it's quite busy, and it takes maybe about a minute or two before not the barkeeper himself comes to you, but an assistant barkeeper approaches you. This is a young woman. She brings you
Okay.
some options on a wooden tablet for food and drink. Alright, have a look at this and let me know if you want anything. She walks away to serve some food and drink to another person at the bar.
Okay. Vardon's just gonna get up. He doesn't even have money to purchase anything, and he's just gonna go to the barkeeper who's working. Well, actually, no. Do you guys have money?
Barkeeper is serving food at the moment. You can wait for the barkeeper to finish, but the barkeeper assistant's also serving food and drink to other patrons.
Okay. I look around, see what kind of like patrons are nearby
Okay,
that look like, I don't know, have money on them.
they have money on them. Alright. So you look around
So,
for richer folk in the tavern, and as you're doing this, Alardic, you went over to the bar as well with Vardon and Rufus, and you know the barmaiden's assistant is, you know, waiting for you guys to look over the tablet as she serves food. What would you like to do? Would you like to look over the tablet or something else?
I don't have the
Is
money
she
for this.
busy?
Does she look busy? Yeah, she's busy, but she'll be with you soon to take your order.
Right.
The barkeeper himself is very busy, serving food and drink. So
Are there
high
any
demand for his
patrons at the
drinks.
bar?
Patrons, other patrons, you want to look them over?
Is there any patrons at the bar we could talk to?
Yes. Yeah, you're
Um,
standing by some right now, right as you approached. Rufus, what do you have for your action or question?
I feel like I should not be here as I do not have the money for this. Um, so what will I be doing? I shall be this was a mistake for going here, but
He's just kind of thinking about, you know,
yeah,
not wanting to leave or not wanting to lose any more money because he has none to
yeah,
spend. All right.
I
In the
don't have the
meantime,
money for it, quite
yep.
literally.
And by the way, while I'm discussing or role playing with these the three of you who are not role playing, get ready for your turn. All right. Make sure you know what to say, so that way we save my time. But Durnan, you're looking or Alardic, I mean, you're looking around at the bar itself, and Vardon's looking around for richer folk. You don't really know that, but he's eyeing the rest of the patrons this night. At the bar that you're at, most are normal folk. Uh, there's maybe one lone traveler sitting alone, enjoying himself. Uh, but the rest are just normal villagers. Would you like to speak to any of these villagers or the traveler?
Walk over to the traveller.
Okay, you could tell he's a traveler, given his apparel. He's not from around here. Looks like he's even wearing, you know, what he would live with on his back, or at least it's by his, it's at the foot of his stool. So you approach him, leaving your own group to talk with this man. In the meantime, Vardon, you're eyeing the rest of the tavern for any wealthier-looking patrons this evening. And the first one you see appears to be it looks like a merchant. He is seated around the table with a few other what look like maybe caravan hands. Together, you see that they're enjoying their evening, drinking and chatting as per usual, right? So, looks like they're here to enjoy themselves tonight after a hard day of work. Would that be someone you're interested in, or do you want to keep looking?
Sure. He'll approach the merchant.
Okay, you're making your way to his table. You're splitting from this party. And in the meantime, Rufus, you were sitting around thinking about how expensive all this food and drink is. But
Yes.
your buddies, they all take off right in different directions. Do you want to continue to wait here or something else?
You know what? No, I'm not gonna stay in this tavern. I trust my friends, but I don't trust them to that degree, so I'll get the fuck out of the tavern.
Alright, you make your way out, and you don't know where the rendezvous point is. The meeting point for this evening was the tavern, and you would make plans from there. Most adventuring parties would figure out a place to camp for the next morning when they plan to set out for their adventure. But no one is, everyone's splitting off on the day of the adventure, trying to gather last minute information to act upon. You're gonna be out in the streets soon, so I'll let you know what you can do from there when we get back to you.
Yeah, that's fine.
And that'll be the end of this turn. I'll get back to you with the results. But we're gonna go figure out what's going on with the other party now. So, let's see. We're gonna go to Ophelia, Veruna, and Dornan. The three of you made your way out into the streets. It's nice, cold, crisp winter air this evening. Smells smoky, smells hazy, like food and drink from within the tavern. It kind of, simmers out and flows out of the tavern. The rest of the street can smell it. There are a few drunkards already in the streets, laughing and chatting around. Where would you like to go? In the village. The village has
Dornan
proved to.
and the elf were talking, and they kind
Was
of
it?
want to go. The Dornan and the elf, I don't know how to say their name. They were kind of talking, and they want to go see about a general store. They have like a main like shopping district or something like
Look
that.
for a trading post around the
Yeah,
market. The market would be closed at this time, but there might be some trading posts still open this evening.
that would work.
Alright, do you
Yeah.
want to discuss it with your mates first, or do you want to just start walking off looking for a trading post?
I think,
I'm fine with walking.
You fine with following Dornan, or do you want to take
Yeah.
your own? Okay.
Um,
Alright, Ophelia, you just start following Dornan, he just starts walking off. Firuna, you see that Dornan just walks off, right? Not really any explanation. Do you want to just start following him too?
Yep.
Or do you want to discuss, or do something else? Okay, you follow him too.
I think I'll go with
Yeah,
him.
sorry, I was talking to somebody.
All good? Alright, so Dornan will be taking you guys around the village in search of a trading post. That'll be that turn. We're gonna go back to the other party, so it takes a turn to look around. So now we're gonna we'll start with Alardic. So Alardic, you walked over to the lone traveler, seated at the bar with you. And you approach him, you try to get a seat with him. He was not too far away from where you were already at. Let me see his reaction as you approach him. How would you like to approach him as you walk over to him and have a seat? You want to describe it, or do you just want to simply have a seat next to him?
See him and then walk over to him
Right. You can see
and just say
that.
hi.
Yeah, you greet him. And kind of looks the other way, as if he maybe doesn't want anything to do with you. He just kind of returns to his food and drink and looks elsewhere. So you've been ignored. Would you like to say hi again, or something else?
Any adventures you've been on? Any great adventures you've been on?
All right. Looks at you with uncertainty. Have we met before?
Oh, but I like meeting new people.
Fair enough. What's your name?
Alardic. Yours?
I'm not from around here, but people know me as Sim.
Sorry, Sim?
S-E-M. Yeah, Sim. Like
S-E-M.
September almost, but without the P and the timber.
Mm.
I haven't really been on a great adventure, but I'm actually here looking for someone who promised to employ me I'm looking for work, and he's not here this evening. He said we would meet up at the tavern.
Hmm. Because me and my party is looking for jobs to do as well, adventures to go on.
I'm actually trying to do the same. I'm from this city, and I would enjoy a peaceful life out here in Gavelon. This is a good place to settle. I feel like I would fit in someday. It's just it's hard finding work here.
Hmm. Where do you come from? Where do you hail from?
The capital, Britonia. It's north of here. Maybe you've heard of it?
Oh, interesting. Uh-huh. I've heard of great things here.
Yes, yes. So, have you been on any adventures recently?
No, me and my party are trying to start an adventure and just so many great things that we could do around town. We've just to find what one to do.
I see.
Any recommendations?
Well, I was told a few days ago that I would be hired as a porter. If you don't know what that is, pretty much a band of adventurers asked me that I would ask if I would join them to carry gear for them, and they promised me a share of 1 silver a day if I were to carry any equipment that they required for the adventure. But it looks like they're not here tonight. They were supposed to meet up and set out tomorrow morning. I don't see them.
Hmm. Glad to hear that. Want to join our party?
Hmm. I mean, I don't want to back out of what they've already promised, but they're not
Okay.
here, so
Okay.
I suppose if.
We'll give it.
Sorry, go ahead.
Sorry. But I'm just gonna walk over to one of my members of group and talk to him regarding this. If your people who you're supposed to meet don't show up before the time that we're leaving, mm, be happy to ask for you like to join us.
I would appreciate it. Thank you for the offer.
Okay, no problem. And I just walk back over to
You see Vardon, he's off at another table at this point, and you have no idea where Rufus went.
yeah, just go over to Bardon then.
Alright, and we're gonna see what was happening with Vardon in the meantime. So while Alaudic was speaking with the traveler, who is named Sim, Vardon, you went off to the table with the merchant and his fellow traders, right, his caravan hands. At least is what it appears to be. One man dressed wealthily, like a merchant would be, in his furs and a few pieces of jewelry, while the other tradesmen are perhaps wearing furs as well, but not as much jewelry. Alright, you approach him. He's a pale man with blonde hair, blue eyes, and a mustache. As you approach him with his men, they see that a stranger approaches and they kind of get a little, perhaps guarded, right, or nervous, right? How do you want to approach
Uh,
your, yeah?
Vardon waves friendly, and he said, "Uh, so you're coming from Bridonia, or heading to?"
Alright. Uh, so as you interrupt their conversation, um, the others will kind of look away and continue the conversation, but one will speak with you for a moment. Hey, excuse us. Who are you?
Ah, I'm just I'm just an adventurer who just came into town recently, and um, I just I'm guessing that you're a bunch of merchants. Well, hands of merchants.
We are indeed merchants, tradesmen, and we are indeed from Britonia.
Hmm.
Uh,
How's your How was your travel?
It has been going quite well, honestly. But we do plan to leave soon, actually. Are you looking for work, young man?
I might be. Are you offering?
Well, they say the roads are pretty dangerous at this time of the year. About a couple of weeks ago, there was a dragon sighting to the north. Britonia is north of here. Our caravan guards will not allow us to leave the village and begin our travels back to Britonia anytime soon. Not until the spring. However, a lot of us do hope to restock our goods to start selling them back into Volta once again. Of course, we can't head back there if we don't have enough guards. But unfortunately, young man, we are looking for guards, not scholars. He looks you over, you're just wearing some robes and a hood. You don't have any armor or weapons that would identify you as a man-at-arms, right? So he looks you over and says, again, unless you hide your own armor and weapons, we would have no reason to hire you.
I'd like them at the gate. You'll have to forgive me.
I see. Of course, of course. Well, if you perhaps visit us in the markets, perhaps one of us will follow you to the gate at some point, look over your armor and weapons, and if it's adequate enough, we might allow you to enter our guard service, our caravan guard service. We pay quite well. For light footmen, we'll pay you maybe a few silvers a month. And for
My Discord crashed.
all's good.
Yeah, it happens.
Depending on how well armed you are and how many men you have, pay will vary. But we can discuss it further, perhaps another time. Enjoy the rest of your evening, young man. And he returns to his food and drink. That was just one of the caravan hands, not the caravan master.
Could I ask one more?
You tap
Never
his
mind.
shoulder again. He's like,
No. I'll leave
trying
him
to
be.
talk with his
I'll leave him be.
lips.
So
Okay.
a silver a month? 2 silvers a month?
No, a
You
few
said?
silvers a month. Yeah, depending on your rate, depending on your rate and your equipment, what you can provide. But it sounded like you would receive fair payment. A peasant man makes a silver piece after a week of hard labor. So a few silvers a month might be decent pay for a lowly mercenary.
I tap him one more time. I ask him, has he seen the castle ruins of Alta? Have you guys actually been there? Since you're in this area.
Oh, the rumored castle ruins to the south. Hey, no, we're merchants. We're simple merchants. We have no reason to visit such a dangerous place, if it does exist at all.
Okay. And that's it.
Okay. The caravan hand turns back to his table and resumes enjoying himself with his companions. In the meantime, we're going to now see what's going on with Rufus. Rufus, you made you out into the streets, and nice crisp air out here this winter evening. Where would you like to go? The village streets are pretty dark at night. Most people are indoors, getting their rest.
Wait, so it's in the middle of the night currently, or am I?
It's nighttime.
Ah, I see.
If you're ready to get some sleep or pass the time, you might just stay at the tavern until the rest of your party regroups, or you might find a place to sleep. But you do have to meet with your party at some point tomorrow morning, because that's when you guys set out.
Yes, at the tavern tomorrow morning, which is in how many hours exactly?
About 12 hours from now.
I should probably go get some sleep or something.
Find a place to sleep.
Is
tonight.
there
You don't
some
want
sort of note board or scoreboard or something, where people come put up with a piece of paper or something?
bulletins and all that information? You can find information around the village. You can ask around. But if you're looking for written documents, you might find them near the gate. You might find them here at the inn, or other public establishments, right?
Well, okay, fuck it. We can always go back to. What did you say it was? Tavern? Yes.
You're standing right outside the tavern.
Yes.
Without the rest of your party. Keep in mind there are no cell phones, so communication is very difficult. And if you split, it's really hard to regroup.
Let's I'll go to the gate to see if there is like a billboard, if that's the right word for it.
Any advertisements? Okay.
Yeah.
You go to the southern gate or the north gate. North gate is back to settled lands. Southern gate is toward the borderlands, and further past that, the wilderness.
Which one is closest to me?
You're kind of in the middle of town, or I would
Hmm.
suppose you're in the north side, so the closer one would be north.
So I'll go to the north one.
Okay. Alright, you're making your way to the north side of town, the village. In the
Yes.
meantime, we're now gonna go to the other party, which is Ophelia, Alardic, Ophelia, Dornan, and Veruna. The three of you made your way to the streets in search of a trading outpost. I'm going to roll for the chance of finding one open at this time of night. There's only going to be a 2 in 6 chance you find one that is open. As you wandered around for about a turn, you could not find any signs of a trading outpost that was open at this time of night.
No.
So,
Right.
where would you like to go from here? Do you want to keep searching the streets for a trading outpost or something else?
Well, first I
Job
communicate.
board.
Wait, say that again.
Time to discuss?
Yeah, I was gonna. Dad, say that one more time.
How about a job board?
Yeah, do they have any bulletin boards? Bulletin postings? Anywhere?
Around you in the streets, you don't see any right now. But there
Alright.
might be certain places in the village you could find something like that.
What do you guys think? Do you guys want to go look for a bulletin board, or should we just go find the sheriff and see if he has anything?
We could try and look for a bulletin board. That'd be a great idea.
Yeah.
Okay.
Free money.
Alright. Let's go look for a bulletin board. Huh?
Yeah.
Right. You just wander the streets in search of one? Or do you want to
Yep.
go to a particular part? Okay. You just
Wait,
wander
wait.
the
Say that.
streets.
Say that second option again.
You want to perhaps visit a particular part of the village? Might increase your chances. Like I kind of already mentioned, public
Head back
establishments
towards the
usually might
tavern.
have them.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Back towards the
Yeah.
tavern, or
Make your way
like,
back to the tavern. Okay.
yeah.
Yep.
Alright, you're making your way back to the tavern. And we're gonna head back to another scene then. That's gonna take you a turn. It's gonna be Vard or Alardic's scene. So Alardic, it looks like you're regrouping or banding back together with Vardon. He just finished talking to one of the merchants, it looks like, or the caravan hands. And you walk over to him, and the two of you are just kind of standing in the midst of the tavern. It's a busy night.
Just ask, have you heard any news or any adventures that we can go on?
Well, those merchants, looks like they're heading back to the capital, and they're willing to pay if we want to guard their event. I just explained their offer, and then I also say that it seems like, never mind. I just explained their offer.
As the two of you stand in the midst of it all, appears to be a scholar approaches the two of you. Like yourself, Vardon, this man is a scholar, but he's an older man. You're young. You're brand new to being a magic user. This is an old man in robes. He's got a leather satchel on his belt. He looks at the two of you, scrubs his eye, and then says, "Good evening. I happen to notice that you might be setting out to a ruin soon. I might have overheard your conversation with the rest of your party earlier. Do the two of you, along with your party, plan to go to the castle ruins south of here?"
Who
Varden
wants
says,
to know? Sorry.
we both answer at the same time. He's suspicious, and I say yes. Yeah.
Well, I wouldn't suppose you would maybe be willing to take on a little task for me. I will pay you well.
How much?
And it's getting pretty loud, so he wavers you outside the tavern to speak, where it's a little more quiet and calm. Let's get some fresh air.
Follow him outside.
Alright, soon you're out in the streets with him. It's a bit quieter out here, cooler, not as hazy and warm. And the old man says to you, "I was told that there is a strange pool to be found in one of the caverns below the ruins. The pool has a strange liquid that glistens. I would like a sample of this. I'm willing to pay you 20 silver pieces for a sample. There'll be 10 each. This is a private thing. You don't have to let the rest of your party know. If you find it, bring me a sample. And you'll each get 10.
What is this liquid?
He's gonna. Alodric's gonna press, or excuse me, Varden's gonna press um a little bit more and asks about the nature of this liquid.
I don't
Why
know its
is
exact properties, I've only heard rumors of it. If you want to taste it yourself, go for it, knock yourself out. But I wouldn't do it if I were you. It's still exactly what it does is, well, exactly what it does is what I'm trying to find out. You see, I want to know if the rumors are true. Some say that it will kill you outright, and some say it might grant you special powers. I want to know if this is true or not. So I will give you each a vial. And he reaches from his satchel 2 empty clay flasks. You can't see through them, they're clay, and hands it to the two of you if you're willing to take them. You each have a chance to fill it up. Each vial you bring back filled with the sparkling liquid, I will pay you 10 each for it. So you can get 20 silvers total if you both bring me a sample. Does that make sense?
okay?
I take it.
Alright, so you each have a clay flask now, 1 flask in inventory. Pleasure doing business with you, gentlemen. I'll be around here. Care to join me at my home tonight? I couldn't help but tell that you might not have a place to stay.
There's quite a few of us. I'm not sure if you could accommodate 6 of us. Would be too
We're
imposing.
not heading out.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
afraid my home is not large enough for the rest of your party, but if you are still alright with it, you both are welcome to stay at my home.
thank you for your kindness, but maybe another time.
Of course. Um, he points down the road toward what looks like the north side or northeastern side of town. You're kind of barely able to see the roof of one of the wooden buildings among the rest of the homes in the village. That's my home over there. Come to my house when you have your vials. By the way, my name is I am Patrick the Great. Very few remember me, but I used to be famous around these parts long ago. Until this happened to me. And he lifts up his robe. You'll see he's missing a left leg, or at least the lower half. There's a wooden peg there now. No one wants to take me anywhere. So I was hoping you could do my field work for me. He looks mostly toward Vardon. And he says, exchange, perhaps one day we might build a strong relationship. I can perhaps share further knowledge with a fellow scholar.
Vardon strokes his beard, and he says, "I think I might take you up on that someday. First, we need to get you those vials."
Of course. Have a good evening, gentlemen. And he walks off. Right, you see, he limps off. He has a wooden staff to help him walk around. Disappears into the dark streets. Right, that is Partik. And he is a magician, 4th level magic user. Or Patrick.
Scary.
A baby nervous.
Right. So, I mean, magic users are quite mysterious. That's how they're supposed to be. So, they're not exactly trustworthy types either. Not all the time, at least. With great power comes great responsibility, and often that great power is abused.
Promiscuous girl.
We're gonna go to. So we've done the two of you. We've done Rufus, who's going off looking for. I'm not sure where he went. Actually, I can't.
I went to the northern gate to look for
Right,
some
look for
sort of a
work.
board. I don't billboard or something, with basically documents like signed papers that says I need someone to do this or something.
Sounds good.
Would we
So
see?
that is what you
Wait,
did.
would
You
we
made
see
your way.
Rufus leaving the area, walking
By the
towards the
time you
board?
guys got out there, he was long gone. Right.
Damn.
So we're gonna go to Rufus' scene. So while you
Good.
guys are in the midst of that conversation, he already arrived at the north gate and was looking around
Mhm.
for information. So Rufus, you made your way to the north side of the village.
Yes.
So the village consists of course, settlement that's
Mm-hmm.
surrounded by a wooden palisade. Beyond the wooden
Yes.
palisade is the countryside, which is eventually going to be surrounded by wooden fence. And beyond that
Yes.
is, a lawless land, right?
Mm.
Or wilderness, so to speak. Um, or beyond the territories of this village. You're now making your way to the north gate. There's a
Mhm.
large wooden gate with large wooden
Yeah.
doors that are barred at this time of the night, and it's well lit with numerous watchmen patrolling the parapet, the battlements and such, the towers.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, you will you will notice that uh, there are still a lot of as soon as you make it this way to this town, there's an inn not far away.
Mm-hmm.
There's places to eat, and the markets are also not too far away too from here.
Mm.
But you're looking for a bulletin or any kind of flyers or
Yeah.
papers. All right, there's gonna be there's definitely one here. You walk around, and just outside of the local inn, you're able to find
Yes.
um, a bulletin outside with old papers that are soaked and wet, frosty and covered in snow.
Obviously, as it is winter.
hmm It's hard to read any of it, but there might be a better one inside. Would you like to go into the inn?
Yeah, sure. Why not? Let's check inside.
All right. You walk in. Um, you hear a bell jingling above you, and you're immediately greeted by uh, it's an old man,
Hmm?
and uh, he walks over to you. It's an old, large man. In the corner, you'll see a watchman, just kind of dozing off. He says, "Good evening, sir. Checking in for the night."
Uh, no, I was wondering if you had a bulletin inside. It's called a bulletin, right?
Oh,
Deacon?
sure,
Yeah.
sure, yeah. Here, he takes you down the hall, and you'll see on one wall there's a small bulletin here with various papers or offerings and contracts. Most
Hmm.
are not really what maybe you're looking for. Small news, events and such, drawings. Um, but you're looking for work, and let me see if there's anything interesting to you.
Hey.
There's gonna be a 2 in 6 chance that there's something that's worthwhile to look at.
And you got a 4.
Everything on the board doesn't look like it's of interest to you.
Mm.
Um, all very mundane kind of information. Festivities, right? Events going on around the village. A hanging here and there. Missing children, notice, right? That looks pretty old.
Mm. Children's notice. Has this been going on for a while?
Oh yeah, children go missing all the time, unfortunately.
Mm. It's a shame.
We do our best to keep the peace, but there are always gonna be strange folk coming through such a place like ours. With open gates like ours, we're always gonna get all kinds of good and bad folk. So
Hey.
that's why we have good laws here, good lawmen to help protect us. It's unfortunate these children went missing. I never met any of them, but I hope that they are found someday. At least
Hey.
parts of them, or closure, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, well, hope is the only thing we kind of have now. Anyway, thanks for your help.
Are you looking for some work?
Yes.
I might be able to help with that. It's not exactly. Hmm. Would you be interested in helping the cleaner run the inn? Our last cleaner decided to take off on an adventure. He hasn't returned since. I'm getting kind of old, and you look quite young and strong. If you've got the time, I've got the money, and I'll pay you well if you help maintain this old establishment of ours, the old inn.
Are you thinking like every day or every week? What's the idea?
Yeah, you'll be provided room and board. You'll work here all week. You'll get the weekends off, um,
Mm,
or you can work weekends for extra pay. But
mm.
it'll be a copper piece a day for your services. By the end of the week, you should make about a silver piece.
Ekin, what day is it today?
Today is a Wednesday.
A Wednesday. Okay. Um, I can help you out tonight. However, I am gonna be out of city tomorrow. So
Oh, I see. Maybe I can assign you a difficult task to clean, and that can earn you a day's pay. How's that? So we've got a bit of a mold problem upstairs. Want to help scrub it out for us?
sure, why not?
Thank you kindly. Follow me. And it's taking you out to a storage room with cleaning supplies. Right, next up, we're gonna see how the other party's holding up. This is Ophelia, Ophelia, Feruna, and Dornan as a party. You're making your way back to the tavern, I suppose.
Looking for the bulletin.
Right. So you've just made it back, and on your way back to the tavern, you have noticed that Alardic and Vardan just finished discussing with a stranger, a robed man who eventually passes the three of you. And a strange robed man with a staff and a limp.
I slide over here like, so what were you talking about?
It's
Well,
relay.
All five of you are regrouped at this point.
we probably just ask him,
So
like, what's up with that guy? Like, what's going on?
Um, Vardon's gonna ask Ophelia if she's ever heard of a Patrick the Great.
Um,
What?
Patrick the Great.
Oh, Patrick. Oh, yeah.
I've not.
Yeah. So he was telling us that uh
Dornan kind of cuts him off like halfway through his thing and says, I haven't either. Like, really, really delayed, though.
sorry about that. I don't know. I'm just sorry, Dornan. It was the first thing on my mind. He was a very I don't know. He was a very unusual individual. Kind of suspicious. He wanted us
Okay,
to
Dornan isn't the sharpest guy. He isn't the sharpest tool in the shed.
he wanted us to go to the ruins and look into something for him.
Mhm.
He wants us to sell him lean. All right, we'll jot this down. If he, does Varden tell us about like what he wants and shit, or
Alright. Now, if you wish to continue exploring the village, you may do so, but if you wish to proceed with the adventure and set
Yeah.
out in the morning, you'll have to find a place to sleep. So, to end the night.
I think we should find a place to sleep. Get some rest.
are there
we
any
should
like,
camp.
are there any like, oh yeah, we could camp or we could hide in someone's barn and
Yeah,
spray.
'cause
They
it's
don't.
I'd rather
cold.
not be accused of being a thief for hiding in someone's barn.
Well, no. Let me cook.
It's winter.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is winter, and
You
do we
have
have
heard
any?
that adventurers like yourself will sometimes, if you're interested, settle in an old abandoned house that used to belong to a famous fighter in the region. Nowadays,
Yeah.
the
Oh,
house is left in shambles. Adventurers, you can break into it. It's currently locked, but no one
it,
lives there. You've heard
but
about it. It's the
well,
Frigid
we
Tigers Guild Hall. No one lives there anymore.
No
do.
one lives there, but there's a chance that we could get caught like breaking in.
Is there a chance that anyone might like investigate or like go around the house and like notice people in it?
You've heard rumor that all kinds of young adventurers often break in to sleep there because they're so poor and have nowhere else to go.
Okay,
So you
so
might be in there with a bunch of other, you know,
Oh
Oh,
god.
hobos,
okay, yeah. And I
homeless
have
No.
young people.
So
If
Dornan
we don't have
pitches.
any other options.
Adventures.
Another place you can choose to sleep is the temple. The temple offers its place to all homeless folk, and there's plenty of homeless folk in such a settlement. People losing their homes here and there, having to stay at the temple
I
for a night.
kind
Well, I
I
go to the
wanna.
temple.
I vote we go sleep in the shambly old house with all the other adventurers.
I
What if we
I
get
vote that
robbed?
we go
At the
see the
temple.
stars.
I want
Right,
to
What
see.
if
shambled old house. The old
Yeah.
it.
what if,
They call it the guild hall, but really it was just a house that belonged to a character known as Freya, a third level fighter of House
Oh.
Lax.
Nice.
You make your way over to this old home in the it's actually built in the outskirts of town, so you actually have to leave the walls and make your way into the countryside.
But it's remote, so we're not
It's
likely to
remote,
get
it's
pursued by
secluded,
guards.
so
So that's
what
nice.
if
you've heard
yeah,
about
well,
it.
Go
if you
ahead.
think what if we get robbed by like other
There
people?
are other people
Well,
like you there, so they might rob you.
we're outside there. We're outside the walls now, so we have our weapons.
Oh yeah,
Yep.
we
I
do.
don't
You
feel
get your weapons
comfortable.
back.
If we went to the temple,
I'm
we'd
gonna
have to go
put
get our
some
weapons.
settlement.
Before you set out for this place though, you're not entirely regrouped. You're still missing members of your crew. You don't know where Rufus is.
Oh
Would
no.
you would
All
you like to
right.
wait at the
Oh.
tavern for
What's
him,
his name is on?
or do you want to move on without
Oh,
him?
Where's the last
oh,
place we saw him?
I'll go.
Okay.
I'll go look for him. I'll go look for him.
I'll,
He's
I'll go as
MIA.
well.
Wait, if we left the walls, wouldn't he be by the gate that we leave, or is it on a different side of town?
Tomorrow morning. Otherwise, he will be disbanded or fired from the party if he's not regrouped with the majority. So
Did you hear that? If we were leaving the walls, would we go by a gate? Was it the gate that he was at?
there's a south gate and a north gate. So
Oh,
the
okay.
house that belongs to the lost adventurer, who's hasn't been seen in half a year now, is to the south side. She was living close to the border.
imagine if we find them just in the middle of the woods, scared.
Well,
In the middle of the woods.
so here, this is what I'll do. Darn will just say to like regroup at the old house, and then he'll go back and try and find Rufus and bring him over.
Okay.
Try and meet him at the bar, because that's probably a nice
So one
place
of you will stay at the tavern, waiting for Rufus, while the rest of
Yeah.
you go.
I'll stay. I'll stay.
Oh, you'll stay? Okay. Then
Yeah,
Darn will just
I'll
leave.
stay
Yeah.
for him.
Yeah, because
You'll stay at
we
the
need a
tavern
thief
tonight.
so we can break in if we need to, and I'll just take the other three over to
How
the
about?
house.
Yeah, I was gonna say the rest of you guys go. I'll wait for him here.
Okie dokie.
Right. The rest of you head out and
Collect
make
our
your way
gear
out from the
too.
gate.
We all collect our gear as we leave.
So those who are leaving, as soon as you get to the south gate, the guards see you about to leave and they warn you that it gets dangerous further south.
Oh
if you-
no.
Darn's like, okay, mom, we'll be okay. I got my jacket.
It's dangerous to go alone. Take this.
Okay. They look over your gear and you seem adequately equipped, so they open the gate for you. Soon the doors open wide for you.
Can we ask for like a lit torch or something before we go? Are they that kind, or are they gonna say fuck you?
You ask if you can have a torch.
I have hold on.
Sorry, mate. We can't spare any. We've got many nights to go on this outpost. You're just going out on your own. You're gonna need your own torch.
Wait, I'm not.
Can I try and persuade him?
What do you say?
Hey man, you at least have like one extra, that you could just like misplace.
And we're coming back tomorrow.
For an old pal.
Sorry. Yeah, as you say that, Ophelia, what are you saying?
We're coming back tomorrow as well, so.
Yeah, it's getting dark, isn't it?
Yeah.
It'd be nice
it's
to have
nighttime
a fire like in our hands to at least keep us a little warm.
Anyone else want to do or say anything?
No.
Among your party? Okay, so let's see how they react. Shakes his head.
Oh, no.
Can do, sir. These torches belong to the war.
Wait.
Very well. Thank you for your time, sir. And then he kind of just like snaps his finger and jolts his hand and says "Dagnammit" under his breath.
Right. Dornan makes his way out. The rest of you follow, I suppose, or something else.
I think Hayes was saying something.
Alright. Varden, Alardic, and Ophelia. You make your way out of the village with Dornan. You leave the south wall, the gates close behind you, and soon you're making your way toward the rumored house along the road that belongs to that used to belong to Freya the Swordmaster, or the Frigid Tiger herself, leader of the old campaign that took place here. It was a famous campaign, took place here about half a year ago now. So you're making your way there. In the meantime, we're gonna go to Rufus. Rufus, you're back at the inn, and you were taken to the storage room to grab some what appears to be some brooms and some towels and buckets of water and bars of soap.
Indeed.
What?
He takes you to the room and says, you don't have to work tonight. You can get some sleep. I'll get you a nice cozy bed. But tomorrow I would expect you to work. Is that alright? Or do you plan to work this evening?
I plan to work this evening.
Alright, Rufus, keep in mind your character will be tired. He does need sleep. So if you don't sleep, of course, then in the morning you're gonna join the campaign in exhaustion, right? So
Yeah,
you wish
that's
to work
fine.
throughout the night? Okay. So Rufus begins to work, and this looks like it's gonna take you all night, right? Or at least half the night.
Yeah.
So, is that fine with you?
Yeah, that's fine.
You get scrubbing. There's 4 walls to scrub. It takes an hour to scrub 1 wall. So, and there's still the floor and the ceiling.
This
covered
place
in white
hasn't been
clay.
cleaned at all, has it?
He shakes his head. It's yeah. So apparently he tells you this room unfortunately was locked for a long while. The person who rented out the room lost the key, and due to the wet air, all the moisture in the window being open, and eventually they just kind of forgot about the room, and it built mold in there over time. When they finally broke the door down or got the lock open, they found all this mold. So the old man works to clean. He's cleaning the floor and the ceiling as you clean the walls. All right, 2 of you get to work, and
Is the time happened as the old man is helping me, or?
yeah, he was planning on cleaning himself, but with your help, he can get it done a lot faster. So, naturally, he's a lot frailer than you are. You're a young man. You can clean again. 4 walls. He might get too tired after 2 walls or 2 areas. He's doing the ceiling and the floor. You're doing the walls.
Oh, that's fine.
Okay. So you've got a lot more to clean than he does.
All
right. It's a 10-foot by 10-foot chamber.
Aye.
With lightning outside.
Well, I mean, it's not. Okay, it's not exactly the biggest room in the world, so.
Not at all. All right.
Do I need to roll anything for cleanliness or something?
No.
Okay.
And you're already wearing clothes. You don't really get infected unless you're trying to eat it or whatever.
Nah.
Okay, we're gonna go to back to Veruna. The party is left at this point. You standing outside the tavern. It's pretty cold out here. Do you wanna go back inside and be among the crowd? It's pretty rowdy though. These people will probably be up a while.
Yeah, I'll go back inside and wait for a few more hours.
Okay. Back inside, it's nice and warm. It smells decent. But now it smells mostly like ale. At this point, most of the patrons, the normal patrons, are gone, and all that's left are the drunkards, continuing to enjoy their drink and company, right, amongst each other. As you stand there, let's see who you're approached by. Someone does approach you. Being a lone person, it's easier to meet people when you're by yourself. So.
Everybody's also more dangerous.
Hopefully they don't try anything. Because I need to. You steal, I behead you.
Alright. You're approached by what looks to be a simple bookmaker, it looks like. He's wearing what looks like a strange eyepiece or glass, and he like walks up to you and offers to read you a story for a silver piece. He's like, good evening, ma'am. Would you be interested in hearing a tale I can read for 1 silver?
Sorry, I don't have any stuff around me.
It will be a beautiful bedtime story if you plan to sleep soon. I promise you'll get a great dream if you listen to one of my stories.
You're here, Ellen. You could have told that story to one of my friends. See?
Hmm, I suppose so, but if you do not have the money to pay, then perhaps another time. He walks off and looks for another person. Right, so as you just wait there and pass the time, is there anything else you would like to do at the tavern?
Just check my armor and stuff like that.
Sure, you look over your gear. Okay, we're gonna go back to the rest of the party. You made your way out from the village in search of the house, and it does not take you long to find it out in the country. It's a 30 foot by 30 foot by 30 foot wooden home, about 15 feet tall. It's got a nice, maybe like a tiled roof and a small stone foundation. The doors are open and there's light inside, so there are definitely people already in there this evening. Would you like to go in, get some rest?
Mm.
Alright. So this is Ophelia, Dornan, Lardic, Vardon. It's 4 of you.
Mhm.
Right.
Yeah,
Sure.
we want to try and go in.
You walk in and it's
Is the door
filled
locked?
with a bunch of... No, it's wide open.
Oh,
There
fuck
are the
yeah.
people here. Filled with a bunch of younger faces. Most of them look like they know each other. They're all fooling around. Some are trying to get some sleep. But what looks like a bunch of, young and homeless people living together, right? So there's a lot of them in here as you walk in.
Dornan,
They don't seem to care that you walk in, right?
Dornan kind of jumps to the front, gets to be the first in the door, and like kind of just like announces their arrival. Like, hey guys, howdy doody.
Oh no.
Oh
Nearby,
no.
you see a few others around you. Uh, they immediately walk over to you and just like shake hands with you, and they're like, welcome you in. Welcome, welcome to the tomb of Freya, the Sword Master. All that's left is this dog of hers. And he scrubs its hand, or he scrubs the dog's head.
Oh, Dornan pets the dog while also saying "oh" like I just did.
It's just a pup. His mother, the one that he actually used, I think he killed it to escape some monsters. But this is the pup. It's got a few pups, but most of them ran away at this point. Anyway, enjoy yourselves. Sleep wherever you like.
Thank
Just
you. Well met, boys.
play fairly.
Nice meeting you. And he gives him like a little pat on the back and blows him a kiss when they turn around to walk away.
Alright. You just spoke to a man called Alistor. He is
Okay. How do I spell that?
Alistor, Alastor. He's a retired adventurer, and he's abandoned his faith, but he used to be a cleric. So he's a cleric without faith. So he can't really do his job. Alright, but he lives here now. Like many other retired adventurers that don't have a home. There's about maybe this evening, besides your crew of 4, there's about 10 other people playing around in here and trying to get sleep. Half of them are trying to sleep at this point, while the other half are like messing around in the
How
house.
big is the house? Is it like a kind of like a manor, or is it like
30
a
foot
long
by
house?
30 foot. It's a small house.
Oh damn! So they're all just
But it's got a
clustered
cellar.
together in here. Oh,
Yeah.
are people in the
It's
cellar? Can I hear people in the cellar?
It's divided 4 ways, or
Oh,
no, it's
separate
divided.
rooms.
It's divided 3 ways. So there's 2 rooms in the there's 3 rooms in the upper level. The first area you enter is the main or the common space where you can see it's like there's a table, a fireplace, and there are 2 separate rooms. One room is like the actual bedroom that belonged to Freya, and the other room is a bathhouse, like a bathroom with a
Cool.
tub. Downstairs is like storage and stuff if you want to go downstairs. But There's nothing really valuable in here. This is mostly just old furniture.
I kind of look to the rest of my members of the party and just say we can kind of just camp out next to the fire where it's warm.
You
Chill
see a
out.
few people there.
Yeah.
It's a young man named Colin there, a retired magic user.
Dornan kind of like prods at him, not like intrudingly, but kind of just like tries to slip into a conversation or two and asks about like work and shit like that. See if they have any leads or any useful info.
You want to ask Colin this as you approach him at the fire?
Yeah. Kind of
Okay.
just sit next to him like, hey, what's up, man?
And the rest of you, you're following Dornan still, or would you like to spread out and do your own thing, or what's up? You can also converse with
Just
Colin.
sit down.
Alright, sit down with him. So you stick together. Okay, so Alardic, you want to sit with Dornan and Colin? Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay, so feel welcome to jump into their conversation, which will be occurring soon. Ophelia, where would you like to go? Or what would you like to do?
Can I sit down?
Yeah, sure. You sit down with Dornan, Alardic, and Colin. And then, Vardon, you walked in as well. You saw them headed to the fire. Do you want to follow, or do your own thing?
Follow.
Alright, you guys all stick together. You're all welcome to jump into the conversation. All that's here is just Colin and the rest of your mates. Hey, I'm done with that life. Adventure is not for us. We are the free children of Freya. We stay here and we live a great life, eating whatever we can steal from the farmers' fields.
Doesn't sound like much of a great life to me, man. You look a little depressed.
Would you like to make a little money?
Absolutely.
How about you make an investment? I will sell you this book of mine, and you can sell it elsewhere.
Why
For more
wouldn't you
money.
just sell it?
Listen here, buddy. This is a special book.
Okay, I
He
didn't
opens
laugh.
it
I
up.
didn't laugh in character. I did not laugh
Yeah,
in character.
you laugh in character.
God damn
Totally
it!
laugh in character. So he's a bit offended when he continues. This is my special book. He opens it up and you just see a bunch of weird, strange shapes and markings and letters that you don't recognize. Ophelia,
Dornan
you
holds
might
it
know what
together.
this is. This is a tomb.
Whoa.
A tome. It's got forbidden knowledge.
Forbidden, but that's bad.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's bad for a reason, because it's powerful.
Oh,
You see, I'm willing to sell it to you for a very good price.
let's hear that price.
There are 2 chapters of spells in here. It's that thick.
Oh.
Oh,
Yes. 2 spells in here.
oh.
I sell it for you 20 silver pieces, 10 each.
20.
Well, so Dornan kind of like puts a hand on his shoulder. If he lets him, he's like, "This seems like a great offer, but I'm about as broke as you right now. So let me get back to you. Call it a rain check. I'll consider when my career has taken a turn for the better. How about that?
Would you be interested in perhaps purchasing some weapons?
Like I said, I'm flat broke right now. But the moment I start making some real coin, I'll come back to you. How's that sound? Got to look out for my homeboys, fellow
Come back soon
adventurers.
then. I won't be here forever. I do plan to become rich and famous another way someday. I plan to be I plan to just go back to Pretoria and perhaps start a zoo.
A zoo. That sounds like a honest work.
I think so.
I think you'd be a great zookeeper.
I think it would. Did you know that in Pretoria they've got a circus? Or they have foreign animals there.
Circus?
They've even got they've even got a coliseum.
A coliseum?
What?
I was born there, but I never actually got to explore it as a child because I was taken here early on. My father
Darn.
thought that this would be a better home for us. He's dead now, but
Yeah, I think that serves him right.
yeah.
Respectfully.
I was about to do the same thing my father did, be an adventurer, live a very short life. But fortunately, my common sense kicked in, and I'm gonna live a normal life. What are
Well,
you laughing at?
you see, I'm also an adventurer. I just don't think my common sense has kicked in yet, so I thought I got a
Oh,
kick
that's
out of
quite
that.
unfortunate. When you're as old as me, when you're 16, you'll understand.
Gotcha. And that makes a lot more sense now. You're a lot wiser than me, a lot older.
I am.
Yeah,
It comes with age
it comes with age.
and knowledge of
Oh,
various animals
Yeah.
and words, like these spells in this book.
All right. Well, it was nice meeting you. What was your name? Colin.
My name is Colin. I'm
Alrighty.
Colin of, well, my father's house. His father's name was, well, it's a very old name. I don't know if you heard of us, our family. We used to be knights in the old days.
Oh,
Yes, knights. But my father decided that we would move here and become hobos, and now I live here amongst the rest of these filth.
plebeians. Well, let's not
Yes.
say. Let's not use that word because you're in the filth with the rest of us. You're just like
Well,
us.
actually, they're in the filth. They're in my filth. I actually am a close relative to Freya.
Oh, that's very interesting. Thanks for sharing.
So you're actually in my house, believe it or not.
Oh, well, thank you for having me, Mr.
I don't
Colin.
like the sound of this old guy. Can we not just kill him? He's
Well,
old. He's not
he's
got
a
long
sick.
left.
I'm not gonna kill a 16-year-old. What
I'm
the
trying
fuck?
to murder people.
I'm not that old. I'm older than you, but not that old.
how old are he? Is he?
He's 16.
No, you.
Well, how old is my character? I could
Your character would be 36 plus 12. So,
just roll that real quick. Let's see. He's like fucking 30. Imagine.
you are, let's see, 9 plus 5 is 14. You're
I'm
26.
26.
Oh
Oh
wait, how
my
old am I? I want to
fucking
know.
god.
I don't know how old I am.
He's like, well, I'm 26, lad. So, but you're right. You are spiritually and mentally a lot older than I am. So I'm just gonna take your word for it.
So this character is actually an heir to another player's character that is no longer playing with us.
God rest their soul.
That's why he's so young, of course. Your character is 23.
Me?
hmm
I'm older than you.
23.
Yeah, yeah. Huh.
Jesus. Can't wait to not hold
Yeah.
up.
Dornan kind of gives the lad a pat on the head. Then, like,
So
well,
he's the heir to another character. That's why he's so young.
yeah.
Oh, okay, never mind.
And
Don't
he,
tell
and
me.
he thanks him for his hospitality. And then I assume he kind of just like herds him one and like says we're probably gonna go to bed and
hmm
probably maybe start an adventure in the morning. We can go
Right.
visit the ruins like we planned. If everyone's okay with that. People
Get
that
some
are
sleep
listening.
Yeah.
at the fire.
Mhm.
Colin's already under a blanket. He shows you where the blankets are. It's in Freya's bedroom.
What a kind man.
And
There's
I
already
was gonna
someone
kill
sleeping
him.
in Freya's bed though, so he says you can't use that because he's sleeping there and he doesn't like it when anyone else sleeps there. He claimed it.
Just pass out by the fire.
Imagine if I crawled into bed with Colin.
So that
Snuggle
character that's
buddies.
sleeping in the bed, that is Onspirit of House Ayubi.
I'm not gonna fuck with them then. He sounds scary.
He used to be a retainer, but
Oh,
um he
Oh
decided to
wait.
retire.
add a character for a sec. I think it's really neat how you like include past characters and then like shift into like the
I
new
wish.
world. I really like how you do it. It makes it feel like time has passed and it's like alive and constantly changing.
Onspirit is actually a he has a vendetta against adventurers, and so he just lives here in spite of Freya. He's got like a -1 because his employer fucked him over many times. but he
God
survived, and his
damn.
player is dead now.
W, whatever his name was, Onsberg. Did I say that
Yeah.
right? Yeah,
He's sleeping right now, though.
sounds like a badass. All right, so I guess we camp out and let Rufus do his thing wherever he is.
I
Okay,
have a
it's time to
question.
pass the night. Yeah, what's up?
Time is passing.
I know. Say if we found like a raccoon, right? Can I keep it? Can I keep it?
You could try. It's gonna be
Keeping what?
wild.
We can have a pet raccoon.
don't need the
No.
raccoon.
It's in the middle of the
Raccoons
winter.
are
You're gonna get
American, I think,
rabies.
though. So
Oh no. Oh,
they're
And if
like
you
a
do find
animal
one,
from America.
they're gonna be diseased.
can we
You
cage
do.
it?
You don't know that.
You're probably gonna find some fucking rodent and get like a disease and die.
You don't know that, to be
Gotta
fair.
clean it.
Yeah.
Ekin has no soul. He's gonna be like, oh yeah, you
There's
have
a high
rabies
chance
now.
it is, but
Like you try
Alright,
to
let's
drink.
pass the night for
Um,
the four of you.
Egan,
Yep.
when you said mole, I really thought you meant like some sort of fucking animal, not mold, as in the fucking fungus.
Oh yeah, it's mold. Mold as in
Yeah.
fungus.
I thought it was some creature I was going up against and was like, sure, let's
Nah,
see.
you're scrubbing walls.
I mean, hey, it's a day's work. I don't mind cleaning. I do it in real life, for fuck's sake.
I do that too.
Military makes you do it every fucking day. Almost.
Hey,
Except
Ekin, before
weekends.
I forget, where were you deployed or where were you stationed at? Were you in Korea? Or
I was in Korea for a little bit. I'm in
We're still
Japan
in
right now.
Japan, right? Yeah.
how long ago were you in
I
Korea? Because I have a friend that recently got deployed to South Korea.
I was only there for training for like 3 days.
Ah, damn. Yeah, I still look at her Snapchat sometime, and she's just doing shots all the time.
That's so cool. I love
Yeah.
Korea. It's very Americanized, honestly. Like, have
Yeah,
you ever been to Japan?
I've seen a lot of pictures. It looks fucking crazy. All right, nap time.
Alright, it is time to get your sleep, pass the night, and we're gonna go off and try to finish off the day 0 for
Yay!
the other two characters, which are Rufus next. Rufus, you eventually finish cleaning about 12 a.m. and you're very tired at this point. Do you want to try to get some sleep?
I should probably go to... Oh shit, I have a meeting with my friends.
Right. So he offers you a place to sleep, but if you want to leave now, you can. And he will pay you a copper piece.
I thank you for offering me a room, but I have to go talk to my friends.
Oh, I see. Your friends are awake at this time of the night.
Yeah.
Well, in any case, you're always welcome to get a free room, a free stay at my inn, one night.
Thank you. Thank you very
Have a
much.
good evening, sir. What was your name?
My name was Rufus, and yours
Rufus.
was...
That's a good name.
Yes. What's yours?
I'm the innkeeper here.
I'm asking him what his name is.
Oh.
I feel like that passed over your head.
You asked him what his name was. He goes, "I'm the innkeeper." That is his name. Don't question it. Who'd we lose?
I know you're the innkeeper,
Right.
sir, but what's your name?
My name is El Nathan, but you can just call me Nathan. Yes.
Okay.
El Nathan.
El Nathan. Okay.
Who'd we lose? We lost somebody for a sec.
There we go.
Right.
Right. I'll see you around, Nathan. And I'll head off to the tavern, which was our original meeting point.
Okay. And eventually, you find the elf, Feruna, waiting there for you.
What took you so long?
It's midnight, and
He's been
all
waiting out
of you
there
are
since.
drunkards.
I was securing the fact I got a free room at a tavern. I work hard, alright?
I like how he's
I could use
stuttering.
a nap.
I feel like you'd be stuttering like in character too, because you're so fucking
Yeah.
tired.
Yeah.
He's like
Listen, I
stumbling
got
over.
I got myself a free room for whenever I return. Where are the others?
Oh, they left a long time ago to go. Oh, I don't know. Go find somewhere to sleep. Could have told us that you
Freya's
found
house.
some.
Freya's house.
Yeah, an old retired adventurer's house that's outside the village.
You mean, would I know the name of the house? You can.
Rufus, House
We
Golem
know.
might have relations to the house. Do you know House Lax? Or the player Lax?
Yeah.
Okay, so you Rufus might have heard of it.
We're native to this town, right?
If your character's new, then yeah,
Okay.
this is your hometown.
Awesome.
Oh, yes. What was the hero's name? The Freya, I think.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Huh.
So, you want to go?
Did you know? Yeah, let's go. I know where it is and related to her.
Okay then.
That
I
means
will
he's
follow
related to
you.
the 16-year-old that's bunking in there.
Right. So you guys make your way over to
Hmm?
Freya's house then.
Yes.
It's in shambles. No one's been taking care of it over the past year. You walk
Hmm.
outside, and there are people in there living in there. There's a
Yeah.
nice warm fire.
Just
But you
I
find your mates
remember
sleeping around the fire.
falling apart.
And with that, we can pass the night and hopefully maybe get something done for the adventure, make some progress.
Hmm?
We had a lot of prep time, gathering around information in town. Hopefully that will bring out leads for future games. But it is currently 10:35 p.m. We've been playing for about 2.5 hours, I think. Right? No, about 1.5 hours.
Yep.
Yeah, so we got 1.5 hours left. Before we continue, as your characters take their rest, you shall take a break. Come back in 5 minutes.
Oh, thank
Alright.
God. I needed
So,
something so
okay,
bad.
so my
Alright.
character do. So we do get to rest. Okay.
I was gonna say, do you want me to actually set an alarm?
Most of the time
Now
he's
I
pretty.
must make believe.
I'm gonna get something to drink real quick. Check my Snapchat.
I've been doing makeup this whole time. Oh god.
Is it going well?
Meh.
Meh.
Like turns on her
Meh.
camera and it's like
Good
eyeliner is
makeup.
just like darted across her face.
I
Like a kid with a crayon.
She
no,
doesn't.
stop it.
This is
I
bleeding everywhere.
really like Gold's purple dice. Can you see those? Look at them.
Oh,
So
my gold
cool.
ones?
Like Gold's like dice, the purple ones. Can you see them?
Oh, you got some?
No, not me. Gold.
Oh,
Rufus.
this purple one?
Rufus. Yeah, he was like really
Oh,
Oh,
light
the
purple
lavender
ones.
ones?
the
Those are
ones with
nice.
the black and the gold. I thought you were talking about Ekans. I'm like, those look like my
Yeah, those are
teeth after
yellow.
not brushing them for a month.
They are opaque yellow, classic yellow.
Yeah,
But still, cool dice. I have
I
that
like them.
one dice.
I need to get dice, but I feel like I'd look like too much of a nerd if I had dice on my table.
No, like it's good to be a nerd because at least you're actually like interested in something. There's like boring people out there.
That's true. I got my challenge point I got from my college, my fire course, and then I got just a bunch of random shit on here.
Like I'm a nerd for Pokemon, like, and anything like old consoles, like Game Boys. I have like 4 Game Boys.
I used to have a Game Boy when I was a kid, and I used to love Pokemon too.
Yeah, exactly. Like, and what else am I a nerd for? Anything. Pretty much anything.
I'm weird.
Um,
After I discovered emergency medicine, I've been a nerd about that for like ever.
Honestly, anything that I can like fangirl over. Like, I won't fangirl over music, but if it's like Pokemon,
That's fair.
yeah.
That's
I'm
a
a
good
fucking
thing to fan
dice.
over. There's a lot of weird shit people are into, so
Yeah,
You people.
like people will buy me alcohol, and I'll be like, "Oh, I love the bottles so much," so I keep them all. I have so many bottles.
That's
Like
not why.
recently.
That's not why I like. That's not why I like it.
Oh no, I like it to get drunk, but the bottles,
Oh,
I
yeah.
love it.
I never really keep the bottles, mostly
I
because
do.
they're
I
not
got.
mine.
Wait, can I turn my camera on in here? I can. Wait, I'll show you the recent one I got, and it's nearly empty because I was drinking yesterday. Oh, it's got a little bit in it. It's really cool. It's gold. It's blue raspberry flavored. Let me turn my camera on.
What is
Wait,
it?
wait,
Raspberry.
wait.
Vodka?
Yeah, so it's like this. A vodka. Very nice fancy bottle. Yeah.
That's
Oh.
real nice. I have an unopened whiskey somewhere. Let me find it. It's like
Ooh,
32
let me
years
see.
old.
I
It's
love
like
whiskey.
It's 32 years old. Actually, sorry, it's a Scotch whiskey, I think.
Ooh.
It's
not just
32.
alcohol.
My father. What the fuck am I saying? My
Your
father
mother.
bought it for me when I got born, and he planned on giving it to me when I was 18 years old. And so he did. So this whiskey is technically 32 years old.
That's
Damn.
cool. Are you saving it for like the best day ever?
I don't fucking know when I'm supposed to be drinking this shite.
Save it. Keep saving it.
Wait till you get
Yeah,
married.
that's
Give it to your child. When you have,
I
if you
don't-
have
I
children,
don't
give it to
know.
them.
Okay.
Give it.
Would you like to know what it says?
Yes.
The Glenlivet. I don't know if that's a thing. The Glenlivet.
Mhm.
George Smith Original 1824 Pure Single Malt Scotch Whiskey.
Oh.
Oh, share
18
some.
Aged 18 years in oak casks. Let me just read. This exceptional rare malt has matured in oak cask for more than 18 years. The Glenlivet. George and J.G. Smith. Distilled in Scotland. The Glenlivet Distilling something. And it's a product of Scotland.
The Scots know what they're doing.
Scotland
Yeah.
forever.
Alright, guys.
Oh, yeah.
It's been about 5 minutes, so let us resume.
Yes.
I seriously don't know when the fuck I'm
Yay!
supposed to be opening this because I'm sitting here like, motherfucker, this is expensive whiskey.
If I
And
was
I don't
you,
like alcohol.
if I was you, I would keep it. Keep it. Just keep it forever. Yeah.
Yeah.
Drink
That's
it,
a.
drink it
Give
to
it to
dad at
if
some
you have
point.
children. Like I said, give it to them.
Sure, dad would love to drink with you.
I'll
Oh,
have
yeah.
it. I mean,
I do that all the time.
My father is an alcoholic, so no.
oh,
Oh.
never
I
All
do
the that is
also,
all
I
the more
do
reason to
also
do it.
have,
It's like father-son
I have,
bonding.
I have a fedora, lads.
Oh,
A
nice.
fedora. Yes.
Put
But
it on.
Anybody who has
I
Discord has a
was
fedora.
gonna say I just don't drink. So that's the thing.
Yay!
Nice.
Jack Daniels, my friend.
Oh, Jack
yeah.
Daniels. Oh.
Sharing is caring.
Sharing
Thank
is
you,
caring.
Jack
Steals bottle
Daniels.
that Fauna
Oh,
gave to
number
them.
7.
That may. I would never
Right,
do
I did
that.
so
not plan on getting wasted tonight.
it's now
Okay.
day one of your adventure in the morning, and
Yeah.
Oh,
you eventually wake up in the house of Freya with various other homeless young adventuring types, or maybe not adventuring anymore, but where you have to have breakfast soon. Let's see. After yesterday, you did not eat much for dinner once you split up, but this morning you'll have breakfast, which will cost your party 6 pounds of food. You start it with 60 pounds of food because you have 20 days worth of food, so that's 60 pounds.
Oh, we're good. We don't have to worry about food.
We're good.
See that?
Wait, how
54
far?
pounds
How
of
far
food
is the
left.
trek to the ruins? If we had
Alright,
to
if
get.
you're ready to set out this morning, the usual course of travel taken by most adventuring parties would be to follow the river south to the ruins of Volta. It would go south-southeast to the ruins.
How long would that take?
It's
couple dice.
and it's roughly a
Fingers
say
crossed.
about a 12-mile journey. You as medium footman, you travel the rate of 12 miles. So you should get there by the end of the day's march
Okay, yeah, we're
if
good.
all goes well.
Are you guys ready to set out and go kill some shit and steal some shit?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Yep. Let's go.
It's
I'm
fish dice. But yeah, I'm ready.
Nice.
Alright, let's
Is
begin.
she? Dad, you ready?
Ready not to
Soon,
die.
the walls of the village, the fence, the countryside disappears behind you as you make your way south-southeast along the river. And now you are marching through the wilderness. The river is heavily forested, but as long as you stick to the river, your travels should not be slowed or delayed by the forest.
Dornan tries his best to sing little songs as they travel to keep morale up.
Alright, as we march, 3 dice shall be rolled to determine the outcome of your travels,
Oh
whether
god.
there is a delay or not.
Do I still have my cup of peace on me, or did it get stolen?
You still have it.
Okay.
You were not bothered last night, and you did not bother anyone else. After a day of marching, 8 hours passed. At some point, you did have lunch halfway through,
Mm?
which will cost you another 6 pounds of food, dropping you down to 48 pounds of food. And
We're
you
good on
finally
food.
reach the castle ruins of Zavolta at the end of the day's march. Your characters are now tired. Further marching or activity will result in exhaustion. But as you approach the ruins, what you see is the first part of the ruins consists of a surrounding hamlet that surrounds what appears to be a small island in the middle of a moat, or a natural moat that's supplied by the river. The river actually flows around this island, creating a natural moat. And on this forested island, at the very top, is what you can see to be the peak or at the top of Castle Ruins of Volta. So you've arrived. You're just north of the ruins now. To get
Dornan
to the
kind
ruins,
of
you have to get through the hamlet somehow. You could just
Dornan kind of
easily go
goes.
through. Go
Dornan kind
ahead.
of goes. Ooh, when they see the ruins.
Mhm.
Do you guys
Right.
want us to make camp outside, and then like you guys can rest up, and the thieves can go and scout the little hamlet on the outskirts?
You're all currently tired, so any further activity will cost you a -1 and exhaustion. So it will take another day of rest for exhaustion to recover.
Damn it.
So you're all
Alright,
tired
nap
from
time.
the day's march. So it'd be a
Nap
good
time.
idea to just settle in tonight, gather what you can, and take it easy for the rest of the
Are
day.
there any like indigenous plants that stay alive in the winter that we can eat?
You can look around if you want, forage.
Like on the like while we're looking for firewood, if we could keep out for any like extra food, so we don't like dampen, so we can dampen our use on our like rations.
You understand that there might be, as you walk around gathering wood, there are berries out here, if you're interested in gathering them. But you'll need many berries to create a pound of food, which is enough for one meal. Everyone will need to eat at least 1 pound of food for dinner.
Yeah, fuck that.
So imagine collecting a pound worth of berries. That's a lot of
I don't
berries.
think I could do that like on a full stomach
Wait, a question.
outside.
Fish in the moat?
You could
We're
try
not
fishing
even.
if you've got a fishing rod or some tools to help you fish.
We
I
don't.
will stab them with my fucking spear.
You want to go spear fishing?
Yeah, spearfishing.
Dorning will watch
Alright.
his back and cheer him on.
Keep in mind, you're pretty tired from the day's march, so fishing you'll do so at a -1 penalty. And it will also cause you exhaustion. So after your fishing, you will be exhausted, which will require a day of rest.
Fuck.
So not just a night's rest, but a whole day. So tomorrow you have to have the day off to just relax.
I say we just rest. We just rest
Yeah,
for now and
fucking rest.
get our strength back.
You're all pretty exhausted from the march, right? You marched 12 miles on medium footman rate. So through the wilderness. Right, so you take it easy. You think about fishing, but maybe tomorrow morning you might fish if you've got extra time after the dungeon delve, or maybe even before. So let's camp tonight. There are 2 encounter rolls, 1 roll for the evening passing and 1 roll for the night passing.
Well, let me blow on the dice. Hold it up to the camera real quick.
Okay.
On a 1, there's wilderness encounter, but there are none. So it is a quiet night passing, and you eventually have dinner, which will cost you 6 pounds of food. And in the morning, you'll have breakfast, which will cost you another 6 pounds. So 12 pounds is lost, bringing you down to 36 pounds of food.
We good.
You just say when you run out of food, we can begin taking out of mine.
I have
No,
food.
that includes your food. This is
Yeah.
food collectively.
Okay.
So,
Well, we
Yep.
got 60. We had started with 60 pounds. We're fine.
yep, we're down to 36 now. So, we're doing alright. We've just had breakfast. and it's about 8 in the morning, day 2 of the adventure. So day 1 passed, day
Okay.
1 was used to travel, it's now day 2.
Which one of you guys is the other thief? Is it subtle?
Hmm?
Which one of you guys is the other thief?
I am the thief. I mean, for
All right.
crying out loud, I'm holding your wallet right now.
Oh.
All right. Dornan proposes that him and Rufus go and kind of skulk around the hamlet while you guys kind of just chill and chillax. Maybe do your own thing if you want to, and we kind of just
Just
scout
gonna hit
out,
the
see if
gritty.
there's anything.
You want to split the party and send a group
Just
in
a
to look around the hamlet?
just a pair, and I want to stick around the outskirts. I'm communicating this, by the way. I want to stick around the outskirts and kind of prod before we go deep in. If we go in deep, we're gonna like bring everyone else with us.
Alright, so
That sounded weird.
you just want to walk around the hamlet pretty much and just observe from the outskirts, see what you can see.
Yeah, get like a 360. Just
Okay.
kind of like walk the edges, get a perimeter.
Alright, you're currently on the western side of the river, so you can, of course, that means you can only go around the western side of the hamlet,
Oh
unless you
yeah,
choose
there's
to
a
cross
river.
the river.
Is there any bridges or any like natural bridges?
None that you can currently see from
Are
out
there any
here.
like shallow dips where we can walk across, like some rocks, safely?
Maybe within the river is currently about 30 feet wide,
Oh shit.
so I'll let you know if it becomes narrower, right?
Okay.
But it's it's definitely
All right.
moving pretty fast. It's winter's coming to an end, so the snow is kind of melting, right? It's currently the middle of February, so it's definitely flowing.
All right.
Um,
How are
you're
we
now
gonna cross this?
well, you don't see any way to cross the river at the moment.
Can I got a pole, didn't I? I bought a pole. Yeah. Can I see how kind of like deep it is? Kind of like poke at it.
From the shore,
Yeah.
um, you
I
can
kind of
reach
like
10
poke
feet.
inwards.
Yeah, you reach 10 feet in, and from 10 feet from the shore, you can tell that it might be around 7 feet deep.
Oh shit. I'm assuming if it's like medieval times, we're all like 5 foot something.
Yeah, the
Five
average height
foot
of a man is
something.
5'6" or 5'8".
Yeah. Oh fuck.
Wait,
Wait,
can we
that's
roll on
average.
the height? Can
I'm
we roll
above
on the
average
height?
for medieval man. Let's go.
Well, yeah. So it's gonna be for humans 5'6" to 6 feet is average. So that means in the middle of that is about 5'8", I would say,
Okay.
or 5'5" ish, 6 to 5'6". That would be 5'9". 5'9" would be average.
Uh,
The average woman would be 5 foot to 5'6", so 5'3" on average.
kind of eyeballing the river. Do you think, like, in Dornan's opinion, do you think we could be able to like raft across it if we like cobble together a raft like out of like timber wood and use like random like what's it called? The shit fibers we pull from like weeds and shit like that.
Yeah, you can make a raft out here. You have the resources and
We have
tools.
knives. We have knives, so I assume we can
You're
just
in the
cobble
forest,
together.
so there's plenty of resources.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's what we're gonna do. Since we can't cross the river, I'm just gonna go back with Rufus and tell him the game plan and kind of like ask everybody if they can start grabbing shit to help make a raft.
You haven't gone around the ruins here, by the way.
Yeah, but
You've
the
just been
river's
discussing it.
there, and yeah.
Okay, so you're still at the camp when you've just been talking out loud, thinking out loud. Do any of us have any other ideas on how to continue?
Rope.
Dorman's thinking about building a raft, and that's gonna take a while. You
Yeah,
might not
but
have enough food for that.
How far is the
River? He
river?
said 30.
Yeah.
He said 30 feet. So and
How far away are the? Does anyone have a hook?
yeah, rope and a hook, right?
we have
That's
rope
what
and
you're
a hook.
thinking?
I
That's
have a
what...
rope. I have rope. I don't have a hook.
How about we tie a rock to it? How about we tie a rock to it and
That
try to
could.
sling it around a tree?
Yeah, that could do. Yes. Right. Egan.
Mhm.
Is
Number
there
3.
a somewhat sizable rock we can tie to the end of my rope?
There are plenty of rocks out here.
Are
What kind of
there?
rock do you want?
Maybe a tree.
Is there a
Mm.
tree? Is there a tree on the other side of the river we can hopefully like wrap around
Mhm.
the rope around on either side that we could kind of like any like two trees that are like parallel, so we could like make like a little like line for us to use to help wade across the river without sinking.
Yeah, it's just one person might have to swim across. The water is
Uh,
quite
I,
cold.
I I can do it.
Um,
I'll do it.
How far can
It
we
is
cross?
freezing water, right?
Oh shit, that's gonna.
It's winter
Oh,
time, so
I might die.
How
yeah,
far
Oh,
can we
so
keep
cross?
hypothermia.
the river is not okay. Yeah.
Is there
It's
any way to cross this thing? Like, is there any like obvious way?
Here, I got it. I got it. I got it. I got a
What?
sling, right? I got
from
a
where
Yeah.
you
sling.
are, from the outskirts of the ruins. You don't see much. It's just a river flowing to the ruins, but maybe there's a bridge within the ruins.
Oh, okay. So maybe we should all just kind of just group up and kind of just run down there and see if there's a bridge. Or wait, here, why don't I just run along and try and find a bridge or something, and then just report back? Is that okay?
You guys want to send Dornan out?
Yes.
All right.
Does someone want to go with me to cover me so we're not alone?
Fine, I'll go with you.
Yeah, teams of two. Teams of two at minimum, because we don't want to be alone. That is a very bad idea. We will fucking die.
What do you mean not be alone? I like being alone.
We're gonna die. But yeah. So I guess Rufus and Dornan kind of go out towards the river and see if we can find anything to
All right.
yeah,
Very
cross.
well. Rufus and Dornan make their way into the ruins at this point. You're now walking through the hamlet. And which way do you want to explore? You're north of the hamlet. Do you want to march south, southwest? East, of course, would be the river. So you can't go. You can't really go east unless you mean to like actually approach the river itself.
I want to walk along the river, see if I can find
Walk
anything
along
as
it.
we go along. Yeah,
All right.
see if we can see
You make
anything
your way
off
through
in
the
the
hamlet,
distance.
following the river. You can kind of tell that the river will flow toward the direction of the island from up here. Or the hill that's surrounded by the river. You make your way through the hamlet at this point. In the meantime, Ophelia, Feiruna, and Vardun, and Lardik, what would you like to do besides standing around your camp? Perhaps discuss further plans or prepare
We're
further
not
things?
resting.
Question.
Mhm.
Can I turn the ash that was from the campfire into just like a makeshift fucking powder? Just to toss- throw in somebody's face?
Sure, but you don't have any extra pouches to put it in.
Fuck.
You can stuff your boot with it, but that would make your
Oh
boot very
no.
uncomfortable.
Yeah, I'm not doing that. I need my boots nice and clean.
Alright, definitely a good idea. You might find sand or dirt in the dungeon though itself, so grab
Yeah,
Bucket
that.
sand.
the ash is worse because that shit fucking sticks.
No, yeah.
Alright, so you just kind of think about it. Some good tactics you might discuss with your mates. Ophelia, as you sit around the fire, is there anything else you want to do, say, or think about?
Not really.
Good to go? Alright.
Mhm.
Alardic, anything for you?
No, just
To
resting.
wait? Alright, all good. And Vardon,
Nothing.
waiting at camp for those scouts to return. Alright, Rufus and Dornan, right? You guys are scouting ahead?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Alright. You're making way into the hamlet
Mm-hmm.
along the river. You're just marching along. We're gonna make a surprise check.
Oh fuck.
Friendlies are white, hostile is red. Neither party is surprised. The distance is, we'll say, 10 yards.
So how far is
Suddenly,
that in
from
feet?
10 yards within the hamlet, you suddenly notice something climb out of one of the uh, wooden remains, a collapsed building. Something breaks free of the remains. Like, you just hear the
30,
wood kind of
30
pry
feet.
apart. It's about 30 feet away from you to the. You are moving south. It is west of you. Whatever it is.
What the
Here's the
fuck is
different
that thing?
map.
Can you describe it? Can we get like a good glimpse of it since it's that close?
The figure is merely a skeleton bearing a spear in hand.
It's a skeleton.
Yeah,
Indeed,
you have a
and it's
sling,
not
right?
alone.
I have a
There
bow.
are there's just one right now that you see, but you can
Alright.
hear more ruins. You can hear more things in the ruins, right? More pieces of ruin starting to break apart. The lone skeleton is now advancing, spear in hand.
Alright.
As it spotted us.
Is
It
it
Yeah,
one
seems so.
skeleton?
Do you want to open? You're not there, Ophelia, unfortunately.
No,
do
no.
we? Oh, I didn't say we had our
Do
weapons
you want to
ready.
fire, or what do you think? It's now
Do we?
advancing.
Did we have our weapons ready?
It appears hostile. Sure.
Fuck it. Shoot it with the bow.
Yeah, I'll
Alright,
notch
you open
back.
fire.
I'll notch back.
You can run away, you
stone.
can stand and fight. It's up to you. You choose to stand and shoot.
Yeah,
Shoot
Both
both of
take
us.
aim and fire at once.
What's my
Alright,
deck
so
not?
this one here is for Rufus. The second one is for Dornan. Rufus, this is a 16 plus 1 for close range. 17 hits. What weapon do you have?
Short bow. That's a 1d6. I roll myself.
Go for it.
That's a 4.
Okay, you do 4
Probably
damage.
should. There we go.
Alright, appreciate it. And that is not enough. Your arrow is also weak against bones, you can tell. It's, merely a skeleton, so it kind of goes through some of the ribs and ends up dealing half damage. You deal, instead of 4, 2 damage to him.
What about me? Did I hit?
Okay. And then for you, let's see.
I have 13 dexterity. I think that's a +1, right?
Yep, +1, plus another one for close range, +2, 13 to hit. That is a hit. And which weapon do you have?
A sling with a rock.
A sling. Alright, let's see if you get him.
Isn't that like a D4?
Yep.
Alright. Show me the
3
money.
damage. Alright, we almost had him. Heavy damage this time. It goes through the ribs, and more ribs crack and break off. It charges you with the spear, right? Runs into you guys and closes the distance and jabs his spear into one of the two of you. Would either of you want to volunteer to be further ahead and closer to the monster? Otherwise, I'll roll randomly for the target.
I'll do it.
Alright, it attacks you with the spear, so as you are aiming and firing, it charges you and thrusts the spear at you, scoring a miss. As it closes in with the spear, you're able to sidestep and the spear goes right past you. Right, it quickly recovers and prepares to stab again. But you're in melee combat with this thing now. You cannot reach it, but it can reach you with the spear. So, it continues to thrust at you both. Back to Rufus, your action. From here, you are in a melee now with this thing, so you cannot keep firing or keep aiming and firing.
Yes, I do have a dagger, so I'll try and hit it with the fucking dagger.
Alright, at this point, you're dropping your bow, you're reaching for your dagger, and you're stepping forward.
Do I also have... I have free movement. How is that fair? 5 or 10 feet?
What was it?
Yeah. Do you allow free movement in the game for like 5 to 10 feet? Or is that just movement?
You have to.
You can move and attack, that's fine.
Yeah, you gotta turn your. Don't you have to pull his weapon out first?
So you're moving to attack, and then, Dornan, are you drawing a melee weapon as well? Or are you gonna fall back?
Can I just take a fucking swing at this thing?
You have your sling out. What's in your other hand?
Nothing. Let me just take a fucking. Can I
just
mollywop
kick
this
it,
out?
pretty much. What was it?
Yeah. Can I mollywop him?
Sure. You go and try to hit him with your, hit him unarmed, of course.
I kind of try to sidestep the spear and just fucking Mike Tyson the shit out of this skeleton.
Do you want to hit the spear or hit him?
Hit him.
Okay, so you move in. Alright, so as you're moving in, he gets another thrust at both of you. And he is actually backing up as you move in. But he backs up and thrusts the spear at you both. But it goes toward, this time it goes again toward Durnan, Rufus, who dropped his bow and was drawing his dagger and advancing. And before he could advance, it lands a hit in you with the spear and deals 4 points of damage. The spear goes right through your chest.
It does 4 damage to me?
Indeed.
No.
I'm not dead, but I am at 0.
Alright, so you're gonna make a saving throw versus death. What's your max hit points?
My max hit points are 4, obviously.
Okay. So 0, 4.
Yes.
Saving throw
I roll
versus
a
death.
d20. I
Oh, go
roll.
ahead.
Yeah. Do I want lower or higher?
You want
You
higher
want the
for saving
higher.
throw.
That's a nat 1.
As soon, yeah, the spear goes right through his heart, pretty much. So it goes into his chest and into his heart.
No.
I should have
And
punched the spear. I should have punched the spear.
Rip.
it's
Rip.
game over. You engage in the melee. You're about to step forward. It thrusts the spear into your chest, and you fall on your knees with the spear in you. As the spear is being pulled out, you see Dunan took a step forward. Was about to kick at this thing. You close in. You're in close melee with it. In close melee, the spear cannot be used because it's too
Yes.
long. So you close that distance. You kick at him.
Come on, baby. Show me the money.
Hit. You deal
Yes.
1
Let's
point of
fucking go.
damage. What's your strength?
9.
Okay. He's still standing, but barely. You kick him in the
Are you-
knee.
Are you kidding me? God
And
damn it.
at this point, he steps back and thrusts his spear at you again. But you move forward and try to hit him. We're gonna roll initiative to see who's quicker, who can get that first strike. Okay, so let's see if you can hit him before he can fall back and thrust, or if he's faster and steps back and thrusts his spear before you can hit him again.
Rufus, I will
This will be the
say.
enemy. This will be you.
Rufus, I'll say words at your
Right.
turn now.
You get another chance to take him down before he has another thrust. Okay, here we go. 10 to hit. It's a miss.
Fuck.
And you grab at him, trying to kick him again. He pushes you back, steps back with the spear, and thrusts right back at you.
Oh shit.
Landing a 16 to hit.
Oh,
Hits you
fuck.
for 3 damage. So,
I'm alive. 2
how
HP
many-
left.
2 HP. You have 5 total?
Yep.
Okay.
Hey Rufus,
Rufus
is this
is
your first
205.
game?
With Ekin?
Yeah.
No, I've been
no,
here
no.
for the last year or so.
Okay,
I had like
so
20. I have had 20 characters die.
I just want to I just want to make sure. I just want to make sure because you look a little sad. I want to make sure that you.
Been here since
all
October 3rd, 2021.
Okay.
Oh, it's
Alright.
2 years then.
Amongst the death of Rufus.
That's what it says.
Cheers.
Alright, so for the remainder of the game, unfortunately, Gold, you lost. You're dead. So you may, at this point, take your leave or sit out. Yeah, sit out and take a leave or spectate for the rest of the game. It's up to you. But thank you for playing as usual and I hope to see you at the next one. Sorry, bud.
Ah, that's fine. Mate, would you be fine if I created my character and then just sent you the notes afterwards?
Yes,
Or...
definitely.
Oh, okay,
Alright,
cool.
go for it.
I can't wait to play with you again, Rufus.
Indeed.
Bye-bye.
We have made a rookie mistake too, in fact. We split the party and we did not know when to run. I mean, we had a
Yeah.
pretty good chance, but
I thought I could knock. I didn't know how much health the skeleton had. I thought I could do it with the rock.
Alright, you ready for another melee?
Yeah,
Doing
fuck
it?
yeah, let's go.
You are about 5 feet from him. You step forward with the dagger, trying to thrust at him. He's away from you. He has initiative. We don't roll for initiative
With a
here 'cause
dagger?
there's distance.
With the dagger.
Or not dagger. Your hands, right? Use your hands again.
Yeah.
So you move forward against him as he thrusts his spear at you, and trying to get that close melee, so that he can't attack again. So you move in. He thrusts a spear. Okay, so he misses, and then you get close enough to start hitting him again. Let's see if you hit him. 6. Alright. So the skeleton pushed you back, stepped back, thrust a spear at you. You dodged it, went forward, grabbed at him, but he shoved you back. And then now at this point, you're still in pretty close melee to him, so you just try to grab at him again and hit him. As you're trying to hit him, he is trying to move back. So pretty much, this is a movement always happens before melee. So we're gonna roll initiative to see if he can move back before you can hit him, right? And if he does move back before you can hit him, he will get first strike. But
I'm
if
fucked.
he loses initiative, you're gonna hit him before he moves back.
Hey,
So,
can you wait before you do it? Can you hold the dice up to the camera real quick? I'm gonna blow on him.
alright.
Alright,
You're
alright, we
white,
got
he
this.
is red. Okay. Alright.
Told you, it's-
Before he can move,
it's because I blew on him.
he is doing a fighting withdrawal. As he carefully falls back with the spear in hand, trying to hit you, you're able to get that fist strike on him and land a hit, or hopefully land a hit. 13 hits.
Yes.
You are able to, at this point, he's weakening, right? Many of the bones are falling apart. Bones are pretty light and weak, if they don't have flesh, right?
And they're
So
rotting
you're able
as
to
well.
just kind of kick him in again. The second kick, you send him flying into the ruins.
Let him get up. Let him get
That's
up.
it. He does not get back up.
All right. Now I'm just gonna fucking book it. Oh wait. Can I?
Grab loot.
How heavy is Rufus?
He is too heavy to carry by yourself. He's 160 pounds.
Ah shit. Is there any? How much
You
time
can
do I
definitely
have?
lift him, but you can't march all the way back to your camp with him. You would grow exhausted before then.
Can I drag him? Will that work?
You could.
Or is
It'll
it
take a
same?
while though.
Well, I'll likely get pursued. All right.
You can hear more of these monsters approaching. Right,
All
you heard
right.
him escape the ruins.
I'm gonna run by, grab his short bow and the quiver, and then just book it.
Okay. As soon as you pick up his bow and arrows, looking into the ruins, you'll see another two are approaching.
All right. I'm just gonna fucking run. Just run as fast as I
Start
can.
running
Sprint.
back for there. You're a lot faster than them, I'll say.
All right.
So you run on back to your camp, and those who are waiting at camp, eventually the scout returns alone. One of the two scouts return. It's just Dornan. There's already been a casualty. Okay,
What
party's
happened?
regrouped.
Rufus got stabbed in the heart with a spear, and I mollywopped the shit out of the skeleton. But you know, shit happens. He will be missed. God rest his soul.
It's
And I give him like a firm like salute and look up to the sky. God bless you, Rufus.
so did
You
defeat
you
the
do,
monsters?
you cute looking bastard.
Already lost one of our
Okay.
mates, unfortunately.
He's
Right.
too cute to die.
Rufus was a strong thief, actually. He had five hit points. Dang.
I didn't have
Right?
5.
Oh, you
I
had
didn't
four.
have 5 hit points. I had 4.
Yeah.
I have
That's still a
5.
lot. You have
Oh.
5. You have 2 of 5.
Man, I'm so lucky.
I'm the weakest here because I have 2 hit points.
I have
That's
two.
fine. You're an elf. You have a spell, don't you?
Yeah, I do.
Alright. It's
Two
quite
as well.
unfortunate, but we've already lost one. Shall we proceed toward into the ruins together this time, or how would you like to proceed?
Yeah, I think we
Yeah.
should proceed
Rune
into the ruins
time.
together. But yeah, we're gonna we're gonna give like a 30 seconds of silence to Rufus.
Okay.
And Doran will say a prayer that he doesn't know how to say, and then do we have? Yeah, Rufus does that, or not Rufus. Doran does that, but like with his actual mouth while they're doing the 30 seconds of silence.
Right.
Is there any way I can
You sit
regain hit
around the
points right
fire,
now?
contemplating Rufus's death.
Is there any way I
Rufus the
can?
apprentice is dead.
Is there any
Alright.
way I can
You
regain
can
some
say,
HP right now?
show me
Or
to
am I
Regain what?
regain HP?
A day of rest.
Oh yeah, fuck that. Let's go.
don't. I was gonna say my character would look at Don't and be like, "What? Can you show me to where the bunny is?"
Nothing to lose, everything to gain.
Alright. Let us proceed then. You guys can see that there's a few light cuts on, yeah, pretty bad cut on his arm. Or
I
not
got a
even his
gnash.
arm,
I got a good
on his
gnash.
side. Yeah. Where you can see where his ribs are, there's a nasty cut there.
I kind of just
So-
like pat it off and rub some dirt on it.
We
Mama
march
didn't-
into the
terrible
ruins
thing.
again. Back
Mama
into
didn't
the
raise
hamlet.
no bitch.
Okay, so we're marching together to the hamlet at this point.
I warn them of the skeletons before we go in, and I make sure everyone has weapons prepared. You guys should
Weapons
probably.
ready, you carefully march in, eyes open. No,
Can the polearm be used as a
Where?
weapon? Or not the polearm, the pole.
can it be used as a what?
Can it be used as
A
like a
weapon.
weapon?
It could, yeah. It's not
Is it
very effective,
improvised?
but
What
yeah,
is it, like
it'll be like a
1d4?
D2 damage.
Okay, I'll just have
It's
my
better
sling
than
ready
using
then.
your hand.
I'll sit like the middle formation since a little hurt.
Mhm.
I'll try and remain alive since You guys might need me, but I need to stop being a dumbass.
Eventually, as you march along, you will find two skeletons up ahead. Uh, you see them kind of looking or kind of crouched over the remains of a corpse, and they are ripping into it. You can see that they're like bringing meat to their skull, but the meat just kind of falls through.
I shoot my crossbow at the closest one.
Alright,
No.
Faeruna takes aim and fires her crossbow at them. Anyone else want to take aim and shoot at the same time?
I'll
Yeah,
take my
do my
sling out
Vardon's
and
sling.
gonna
shoot.
hurl his sling.
Dornan,
Use my
Vardon,
sling.
or Alisar,
I think all of us.
Dornan, Faeruna, and Alardic. Was that you?
At the edge of
Okay.
how far is our range? I want to shoot at the edge of my effective range.
Alright, you wanna shoot like at where you can get
At
a
the
close range bonus, or do you wanna
just
shoot where like you get a -1? So you wanna use short range, normal range, or long range?
We go for
I'll-
normal.
yeah,
You
normal.
wanna
Yeah,
be in
normal.
normal range?
Yeah,
Okay.
so we can outrun them.
Alright, so
Yeah.
you're a normal distance away. How about what's your weapon that you're using?
Sling.
Sling? A sling's normal range, I'll double check. Should be around 30 feet to something.
So that's just close range then.
That
Alright, so if
sucks.
you want to be in close range for a sling, you need to be 5 to 40 feet, and medium range or normal is 41 to 80 feet. The
40,
further you are, the
then
safer you are, of course, but the harder it is to hit.
40 feet away, exactly. Then
And in
Yeah.
the ruins, you could not see them until you were this close. So if you're not this close, the buildings are blocking your sight naturally, or like the terrain blocks your sight, some way or another.
So
So you
how
have to
far is
be
that?
within let's see, 8 plus 8, 16 yards. So about 16 meters or
48 feet.
48 feet.
okay, perfect.
I
Let's
always
do
keep
it.
a little conversion
So do
thing
you want to
on
be
there because
50
you only
feet
do
or
one.
40 feet away? You have to be, if you want to see them, you have to be within 48 feet. So I would say
Okay, so
40 feet is
40,
good.
40 feet
I'll take
exact.
46 feet.
46. Now if you're at 40 feet, that's a close range bonus. You'll get +1 to hit with a sling.
Okay, then yeah. Because I'm using a crossbow, so
Oh, then your range is really good. Close range is 5
yeah.
to 80 feet. So 46, you still
Yes.
get a +1.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're a little further away. You take
We
aim.
we
You all kind of
also
gather up. You were about to shoot right away, but then everyone's like, hold up, hold up, hold up. They get in their positions right before you take aim and shoot.
we don't accidentally shoot each other in the back of the neck like
Yeah.
that time.
So
It's
you spread
alright.
out. You take aim. You get your distance. And then, as ordered, who wants to order the shot?
Dorn and
I'll
Will.
do it.
Okay,
Oh,
you
okay.
both kind of are conflicting.
But
Who's
you
gonna
yell
do
at
it
the
next
same
one?
time.
Yeah,
I was
no,
gonna. No, I
yeah.
was gonna.
One of you yells fire. It's
And then Faerunia yells
yeah.
fire right after Dornan.
That's what it sounded like.
Yeah.
You all took aim and
Fire,
fired. We're gonna
fire.
start with Dornan. You got your sling, right? Or
Yes, sir.
7 to hit, missed. Alright. Vardon, you're next. I will say you guys get a. This is considered a backstab if you're a thief. So actually, they're not focused on you, they're unaware, and you're behind them. So, +4, +1 actually, for close range. So you actually might have
12.
just hit
12.
doing it. That's a 12 on the dot. That's a hit against skeletons.
Let's go!
So
And
because
that's
you chose the
level damage,
backstab,
right?
you got double damage against one of the two. Alright, so that's why you can see how effective backstabbing is your first time. You deal a total of 3 plus 3, 6 damage against 4 hit points. That is a crushing blow. One of
So
your
I just-
stones goes
so I
right
just-
through the chest, yeah. Bones go flying, and that one falls over, dead.
Yeah.
Second shot came off from Faeruna against the other one. Faeruna was the original shooter. The first one that wanted to shoot. Let's see. 7 to hit with your bonuses. Faeruna, you're an elf. You get a +1 for close range. And what's your dexterity?
My
Do you know it?
dexterity. No, I do not.
Alright, I'll double check for you. Alright, Faeruna, your dexterity is average. It's 12. +0. You missed with your crossbow. You have to spend the next round reloading.
Okay.
Yep, and then let's see. Another shooter is Alardic, right? Alardic, what do you use for your missile weapon?
Sling, so I guess I
Sling.
need to get closer as well. Well, the
Right.
same place.
40 feet, so close range bonus +1. Not 20 direct hit.
Hey!
You deal. You get to do 2 attacks since you're a fighter. So before anyone actually shot, you actually fired 1 round before anyone could actually shoot. You dealt 4 damage to the other one. And let me see if that's enough to kill it already. Nope. And then you got a second blow on that one. If you want, you can sling up to 2 shots per round. Is that alright?
Yeah, because it'd be dangerous if we went close.
Another hit,
Oh,
dealing 4 damage. That's enough. Alright. And before anyone else can kind of let out a shot, the enemies are already dealt with. They're bombarded with missile fire and killed.
Dornan calls out after they're both dead and says, "They both must have had ligma."
No.
It's quite unfortunate. Let's see. But congratulations.
Ligma.
You have survived, and you have succeeded in your second combat. First combat for some of you.
Ligma is
So,
a devastating disease.
enemies are defeated. You understand that the temple will pay well for the skulls of skeletons, especially ones marked for undeath. So, like
Yeah.
these ones.
I kind of like I have people kind of like clutch my ass as I kind of like skip like a little kid over there and rip the skeletons skulls off, like humming a
Yeah,
little
no,
tune, like do 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 do, and
Right,
then
you march over there
I go to
happily
roofies.
as the rest of them come after you. Are we sticking together? Are we following Jordan after following after
Yeah,
Jordan?
follow him.
Okay, you guys make your way
Yeah,
after him.
I'm gonna go to Roofies' body though.
Yeah,
Alright, yeah.
I'm gonna help
They
you.
were actually
help you.
feasting on his body. You find that his guts have been ripped open. His intestines are all over the place. The spirits were
I thought you were about to say
um,
testicles.
pulling out his intestines.
stabbed
It
him in
doesn't
the
look like
dick.
they were eating them. It looks like they were just pulling them out. They're all spread out, pretty much out in the open.
And Dornan gives the dead skeletons a few more kicks to make sure they
I'm
turn to
sorry. I'm
dust.
sorry, Roofies, but I'm gonna take your hat.
Alright, you pull his hat off. Put it on yours. I mean, you already got a hat on or a hood, so
Yeah, the hood.
What else did
Just
Rufus
extra
had on?
cloth.
'Cause
Yeah, the
we gotta
hood.
took an
make
extra glove. Alright, let's see. We'll loot our companion. We'll loot the enemy. So I'll see that Dornan is looting the skulls at the moment. You're looking over at the dead companion. Ophelia, what would you like to be doing?
Where am I right now?
You are with the party, standing among the skeleton remains. There's 2 skeletons here, and there's 1 corpse. It's the corpse of our friend, Rofus. You guys find Rofus's remains. He's on his back, lifeless. There's a hole in his heart, and his stomach has been ripped apart. His
I'm assuming
intestines are
his
all over the place.
Gambison is no good anymore.
Yeah, that's destroyed pretty much.
All right,
Covered in blood.
Yeah,
I'm gonna snatch his crowbar.
Yeah, okay then.
Gambeson's
I'll just
no
shred up
good.
his Yeah, I'll shred up
No.
the rest of his armor then. Like turn it into fabric.
Alright, so I'll go over what he has to loot. Jordan, you don't get to loot anything yet. You're busy with the skulls, but in the meantime,
Oh
everyone else
yeah.
can start looting him. You guys can take a few items at a time. So I'll go over what he has. You guys see that Rufus has a short bow, 9 arrows.
Oh, can I have this
That
arrow?
was already taken by Dornan, if I'm correct.
Yeah, I
Not
took
yet.
the
He's
short bow.
about to
No,
take
I
them.
took
Oh
the
wait, yeah,
short bow and
no,
the
you took it
arrows
earlier. That's right.
Oh,
when I ran away.
Yeah, that's right. You took his bow on the way out.
Bow
you do
and
have that.
arrows. So.
No
So,
hard feelings, Rufus. You know, we gotta put everything to use. Love you. Mwah.
Does anyone look for more money?
oh, can I
Alright,
have
he's
his
got
money? Money!
Check
Money!
his number.
You find a single copper piece.
Oh yeah, he does. He has 1 copper. That's right.
Heartless
Alright.
bastards. You went for the money.
I didn't. I was going for just the cloth because I could
Alright,
turn
so
that shit into
Ophelia,
fucking
you're
3
pulling
band-aids.
out a copper piece from his boot.
I have 1 copper piece.
One little copper piece.
She looks like a goblin as she does it. Ooh, shame.
Yeah. Who would like to take the dagger? So as
I'll
Ophelia
take it.
takes the coin, someone else can take a dagger.
I'll take the dagger.
Okay, that was Feruna?
Yep.
Or, okay. So Feruna's pulling out the dagger from his belt. It's in a sheath, so you put it on your own belt.
Yee.
And then as you're taking the dagger, as Ophelia's taking the coin, as Durin's pulling off a skull, Vardon, what would you like to do? There's
There-
also, you can take the next item. There's a bag with a rope and food inside.
Is there a plank nearby or something? Like a plank large enough to like hold a body?
Hold the body. You can look around. There's definitely wood among the ruins, the
I have a
buildings.
question.
Yeah. So he's gonna put him on a litter afterwards, after everyone's
Alright, so
done
you're gonna go find a plank of wood
carefully, stealthily.
carefully. Alright.
Yeah.
So you go
I-
off to a nearby building, and then Ophelia, what's your question?
The, the people like to buy body parts. I don't, you know,
One more
What'd you
time?
just?
Why
What'd
would
you just
you
say?
do that?
No, my
could be
goodness.
sold.
No.
No.
Yeah, we
me.
got like. Let's keep an ear to remember Rufus by,
Yeah, let's keep it here.
or a
You
finger.
want to
What do
start
you
cutting
guys
off his
want?
ear?
Let's
What do you guys
just
want?
move his.
A finger or an ear. We gotta remember. Let's take it home with us and like cremate it or something and spread his ashes.
Put it in a fucking mason
An
jar.
ear, one
Let's just,
ear.
let's just bury him
Think
away
about
from
taking
this
off
so he
his
doesn't
ear.
come back as a skeleton.
Mm.
Nah, just cut his head off.
And-
We'll be fine.
I was
Alright.
gonna say I will tear up the rest of the armor that can be turned into fabric easily.
Can you
There's
imagine?
also there's okay, so Doran, you're grabbing the last bit of the skulls. Did anyone that's still looting him want to take his bag of rope and food?
I'll take it since
Food. Yeah,
food.
take the
Oh,
food.
right,
Take the
okay.
food.
we need the food.
Take rope.
You put the food in
Thank
your
you,
bag since you're already
Rufus.
carrying food, Ophelia. And then you take the bag of rope then. That's for Feiruna. Alright, and there's also a crowbar hanging from his
Sure.
belt.
I'll take.
I think Dawn said he was taking that.
When the fuck did I
Oh,
buy a
right, okay.
crowbar? Oh yeah, I bought a crowbar.
Alarde takes that. Alright,
Since
Alarde
Yeah,
since
you
takes the
bought a
crowbar.
fucking crowbar.
you can take it since Dorna isn't over there to take it yet, and
And
he didn't really say
Okay,
anything.
I'll
the
give it to
key.
Dawn.
Did anyone want to grab the key among the few that are still
I'll
looting?
take it. I'll put it in the bag.
The key to what?
My heart.
That's a good setup.
What kind of key
It
is
is a
it?
good song.
Tekken?
It's a skeleton key, like a lockpick.
Oh, it's a lockpick.
Yeah.
So it's just thieves' tools.
Mm.
I already have thieves' tools, so we're good.
Alright,
Take the lockpick then.
alright. You took it, and then that's pretty much it. You've completely looted him at this point.
Does anyone take my clothing?
I did. I said
Nice.
I'm shredding your clothing into cloth.
Jesus Christ.
Can we make torches now? With the cloth?
No.
Probably if we do it right.
Makeshift torches.
I was gonna
I
say after Gordon
Vardan, you
finishes,
found the plank of wood. What size do you want? Like,
Something
there's
that
plenty
can
of wood.
be something that can be used as a litter. Move the body. I want to move it away from this freaking undead place.
Okay. So like a stretcher, you set it down next to him. It's about
is
3 foot
is
wide, 5 feet long.
is
I'll walk
Dornan
over
done
to
taking? Is Dornan done taking skulls?
Yeah, you're good. You've
All
got
right.
yeah, I'll walk
3
up
or 2
to
skulls.
one then.
There's a third one somewhere else if you remember. The first one you killed.
Okay. Oh yeah, I'll
You just
get
gotta
that
find
later.
it.
I'll get that in a minute. But I go over to Rufus's corpse. I kind of
Alright.
just kneel there for a minute. I say a prayer. And
There's
I
a skeleton
close
coming
my eyes.
after Vardan as he makes his way back with a plank of wood. He didn't realize it. Skeletons are very quiet. A spirit
Oh,
was following
fuck.
him on the way back. So as you guys
Fine.
see Vardan walking back to you, behind him is a figure following him. A distance away. At the moment it's at 4, 9. It's only 10 yards away from him. It's been following him back from where he was. I didn't
30
realize it.
feet.
Run towards that.
I hand Dawn the crowbar and then start moving.
You guys want to charge him in melee,
Yeah.
or you want to
Oh,
shoot?
Charge
shoot
him.
him!
I'll
Shoot him! Shoot him! Shoot him!
I'll
Shoot him!
shoot.
Shoot him!
Oh, right, fine.
Just-
I hold
who
back.
wants to charge?
I wanted to charge.
A large
in
is
charge.
charging as you guys are firing. He is in your line of fire, so if you fire, you might shoot Alardric in the back. You want to
I
shoot
shout,
first?
Elijah, get down.
Okay,
Can
yeah,
I
I
Alardric,
can I
duck.
yell
yeah.
can I yell at Alardric to duck so he's not in my line and then just notch a sling?
Right, Alardric, if you duck, you won't make it in time. Right, you won't be through.
I duck then. I like
Okay,
face
you're like
plant on
halfway
the
there,
ground.
and then you duck, and then they start opening fire once you duck. Alright, who wanted to shoot?
Dornan.
I was.
Dornan, Feruna,
I think
anyone
Dawn was
else?
first, then me.
Okay, the two of you open fire. Miss and a hit. So Feruna hits with close range. This is your crossbow again?
Yep.
Alright, it's been reloaded by now. 2 damage. Let's see if you killed it. It's not killed yet.
5 health.
And crossbows are piercing, so you actually dealt 1 damage. It's an edged weapon. So it's at 4 hit points now. And at that point, as you ducked, the monster charged at that point, and by the time you looked up, it was in melee with you. This is Alardic. So you're suddenly slammed against. The monster tackles you. It's got a rusty mace in 2 hands. It's swinging on you. You counter with which weapon?
This is Alardic?
Yeah, Alardic. It's in
Or
melee.
Alardic.
Next I rushed.
You've just been
It
rushed.
ran past Vern. Not Vern.
All right. So Alardic, what weapon are you using?
The dagger.
Okay. You suddenly look up with the dagger, and we're gonna roll initiative. As it charged you, there might be a chance that you may be able to thrust the dagger quicker than he swings the
Let me blow on
mace.
the dice. Let me blow on the dice. Okay.
Alright, charges you with the mace. You get ready with your dagger. He takes the initiative. Swings the
Fuck.
mace down. It does have a more reach than your dagger naturally, so it typically would automatically win initiative in the first round. But yeah, he ran up to you. You got ready with your dagger in hand, but he swung quicker than you could thrust yourself. He scores a miss. Right. And then you get a chance to stab him with your dagger. You step forward, thrust your dagger at him, scoring a 10 with your strength.
Strength is 10, so 20.
Oh.
No, we don't add. Yeah, strength is 10, so it's a plus 0
sorry.
modifier. All good.
Right, sorry.
Yeah, you knew. So 10 is to hit. That's a miss. And actually, are you a fighter, right?
Yep.
You actually should
Only
have had
fight.
initiative because you attack at the rate of 2 attacks per round. So here's the second attack, you would have lost initiative, but the first attack, that first one that just happened before he even had a swing. And here's your second attack. It's happening after he swung. Alright, you missed twice, unfortunately. So they're in melee, and back to the shooters, or back to everyone else. Does anyone else want to take an action? Do you guys want to keep
I will
shooting, or
Is he in our line? Is he in our line?
he's in your line of fire? So you can move
No.
to a flank and shoot if you
Yeah,
want.
I'll charge.
I charge with the dagger.
Alright,
I'm
you
charging
guys
with
are
spear.
charging with your melee weapons.
Dornan, I
Dornan's
gave
going
you
in.
the crowbar.
Oh, I charge with the fucking crowbar like it's G-Months.
Give me your.
The crowbar was not passed yet, but
I know, I
yeah,
gave
if
it
you
to
do,
him before we stood up and shot.
okay. Make sure you let me know, because after any trades you make, I have to write it down.
He
Trade
did. I
Okay,
just
marks.
don't think you heard him.
Okay.
He said it aloud.
Right. Yeah. Just make sure I repeat it back to you so it's confirmed.
Okie dokie.
Understood.
All good.
He kind of just tossed it at me and I shot my thing and I picked
Yep.
it up.
So
and
you
fucking
guys
ran
charge
out.
it. You've got the crowbar in 2 hands. And which weapon do you charge it with?
I'm charging with spear.
Okay. That's got some reach. Does anyone else want to charge? Vardon, Ophelia?
I don't think that's a good idea.
I'm behind it, right?
So Ophelia,
Vardon.
you've got a spear. You can reach this thing with a spear without getting to close melee.
Vardon is behind it, right?
You want to move behind it? You want to flank?
Because you said it went for Alardic. So can I
Yeah.
shoot him? Can I still
Alardic
shoot him?
No, 'cause I'm still in the
you're
way.
further away. Alardic is between you and the monster, right? Because he was the one to run up to it.
Yeah, he got in the way when he ran out and then stopped.
Yeah.
So.
So at this point, you can either run after and go into melee, or you can reposition and fire from a flank.
I'll fire from a flank.
Alright, so this round you're spending it moving. So you have to move to a flank, and then next round you'll be able to take aim and shoot.
Okay.
So this round we'll see violence moving. We'll see some of you abandon your missile weapons for melee and use charge after. And next round you'll get some hits in hopefully.
Yeah.
And then this round it's just for melee it's just between at the moment, or you guys might be able to reach him before the round ends. Yeah, no, it's 30 feet, so no. Most of you are moving 20 and 30, I think. Yeah, it'll probably
Can
take
I
us
s-
2 rounds to get to him. So 1 round to get to him and 1 round to attack. Alright. So, basically what's happening is Alardic, you're on your own for 1 more round in melee. You'll
Oh,
get
can
first
I?
strike since you're a fighter.
Right. Okay.
So your dagger is a lot. You attack a lot faster than any other combatant.
Hmm.
Your first attack is a miss. Your second one has to roll initiative. At this point, it's the monsters attack at the same time. So we're gonna see who gets initiative here.
Show me the money.
All right, and the
Simultaneous.
monster it's simultaneous. So as the monster is moving back, you're stepping forward with your dagger. He's swinging. You're jabbing. Let's see. Rolling to hit. It just happens at the same time, pretty much. As he's swinging down, you're thrusting your dagger into him. We'll do red for hostile, as per usual, and yellow or white for friendly. Okay. So friendly, you manage 11, and with your strength bonus of 0, that's a miss. The monster lands a miss as well. Okay, so still
Nah.
you're missing,
That
and he's
sidestep.
missing you. And then
No.
at that point, that was happening. The others ran up, they sprinted after you, and then we saw someone reposition to the flank. Ophelia, did you take an action?
No.
What did you want to do?
Run away. Run.
Run away? Alright, which way?
Uh,
The monster's to the west.
Huh?
The monster's to the west. Which way do you want to run? The river's east.
Can't really go anywhere.
Oh, I cancel running away. I don't know.
You're not
Just-
sure where to run?
You can
Alright,
charge.
think about it so you're ready next round to choose which way. You're thinking about which way to run.
I have a longbow, right? What am I doing?
You got a spear too. Alright. We'll go into the next round. So, Alardic, do you want to continue melee? Keep stabbing with your dagger or something else? Alardic.
Athletics. Can't name me.
He's dead.
Alright. He's hesitating. And then Dornan and Feiruna, you guys made it into melee. Dornan, you move
Yay.
up with your spear. About a thrust. Feiruna, you're about to stab with your dagger.
Yeah.
Let's see how that goes. You guys ran up to the monster. The monster is still swinging on Alardic. So, as you guys close in this round, you're finally getting your attacks in. We start with the closest melee, which is between the monster and Alardic. So, before you can finally swing in, there's one more attack between them. Alardic kind of pauses out of nowhere, right, just frozen, as the monster stabs at him again with the spear, landing a hit, causing 5 damage to Alardic.
No.
Alardic could have saved himself,
Fuck.
but he was not readied, right? He was not he kind of flinched, right, and wasn't paying
He's pissing
attention.
his pants.
And within moments before you guys could save him, the spear goes right through his gut. Makes a saving throw versus death, because I'm pretty sure Alardic only has
2
HP.
No.
Yeah.
Please,
And
please,
he is
please.
dead. The spear goes into his
Oh,
lungs.
fuck.
Another casualty.
Rip a lot.
He was so close to winning tonight's game, but he ended up dying in
God
melee
damn
combat.
it.
Another casualty. Alright, and finally, you guys get your attacks in. Starting with the dagger from Feiruna.
It was a spear.
Misses.
It was a spear.
Oh, Feiruna has
I
a
have
spear?
yeah, I have a spear.
Good choice. Alright, but you still missed.
+1.
Donan, what's your
is
weapon?
a strength.
Crowbar. I have a
Alright,
crowbar.
6 to hit, miss. Crowbar. 8. And then what's your strength?
9.
You missed. You are in close melee with this thing, or normal melee with your crowbar. And then of course, Feruna, you're in long melee. Let's see.
Yeah.
Alright. And then, Killy, are you with us? Alardic. You've just died at this point. I don't know if you heard.
I don't know if they're
Yeah,
hearing me.
I just came back. I died. Yeah, I know.
Unfortunately. Sorry, where were you?
Sorry, I had to like do something. I'm fine. I'm back. But I'm
Okay.
dead, aren't I? Do I just
Well,
leave? Or
I mean, you were gone for a moment, and that could have been made a difference
no,
if you were
I could have
here.
helped it.
So,
No.
because you're back at least, I'm gonna give you a chance to see if you at least stabbed it before it stabbed you, because technically you had initiative with the monster. If you were here, you would have been able to make the attack. So
Sure.
I know you probably had an incident, so we'll give you a chance to at least stab the monster before it had a chance to kill you. So we'll give you one dagger thrust. We'll see. Hits. The
You get an
damage
18.
was 1 damage, which was not enough to kill him. So you do at least damage the monster before it kills you. So you managed to do something before it killed you.
You did not die in vain, Kelly.
Mhm.
Remember that.
You
You
got
did
one hit
something.
in at least
You were important.
before you were
Don't
stabbed.
forget that.
Okay. Cool.
Alright. And then that's when of course the other two came in and missed their attacks, right? At least Faruna did. Did I roll for Dornan yet? Let's see. Yeah, I did.
You did.
So he missed.
I might die.
And now we'll have someone flanking, shooting from the flank, firing a bow. This is
Or sling.
sling. This is Vardon, slinging a stone. 12 to hit, close range, +1, 13 total. Hits. What's your dexterity? Do you know it?
I don't know.
Vardon, dexterity is 12 +0. Alright, you still hit. Dealing 3 damage, not half, because stones are effective against undead. It's a blunt weapon. That's just enough to finish him off. So, as
God
they're
bless you.
trying their best to take it down, finally a stone comes flying at it, hits it in the skull, and it falls over on its knees and dies.
Upon the fight ending, Dornan goes and grabs Alarpic in his like
Another-
dying breaths and calls out like, "Why couldn't it have been Ophelia? Why?" Dornan starts.
Another dead brother.
He starts to tear up a bit, and he like hugs him and gives him a smooch on the forehead. And that's.
Alardic, you got any final words?
You got
You're
any final
bleeding from your
words,
lungs.
Alardic?
Nice to meet you. Bye. Just die.
Rest in peace, Alardic.
You
Right.
should have said something like, "I think I got ligma." Or
Unfortunate.
Think you got
He's got the ligma. But tonight we saw 2 casualties that could have been avoided. As you can see, missile weapons are extremely effective in old school D&D naturally because you guys are monster hunters. Hunters use bows. But you can tell that because we went into melee various times without good armor, we lost 2 people to melee combat. You can
melee
see
is
how
a death
dangerous
sentence.
melee is. Right. It's more of a last resort, right? But I'm sure you guys could have easily shot this one down without any casualties, but we took the risk and we paid the price. Okay.
It makes it more fun.
Indeed. Melee's
Yeah,
quite fun.
I'm just gonna go take that skull.
Pry off a skull, that's your reward. But it's now time to not just loot your skeleton, it's time to loot your dead companion too. So,
While they're doing that, Dornan takes the
Robert
skull from the skeleton he mollywopped the shit out of earlier. So now he has a total of 3 skulls.
okay. Yeah, it's not too far away.
After he's
go
done
on your
with
own?
that, he wants to cut the heads off of Rufus and Alardic. He says it like he vocalizes that if he cuts the heads off, they won't turn into skeletons. So
Do you
to
have a
reassure his
large
teammates,
edged weapon for chopping the heads off?
I have a dagger, so I can kind of just cut it like a turkey.
And since you've got a knife,
I mean, yeah, you kind of just like flip him
Yeah.
over on his
a knife
stomach.
is
You
good
kind
for
of just
cutting.
wiggle it
So
between his
it's
spinal
just
cord.
it is a gruesome process, right? You start to slice into the neck and saw off muscle and bone. You sure you want to do this? It's
Well,
quite unholy to watch.
I tell everyone to close their eyes and not to look.
Alright.
I say, let's just bury them. Let's just move out of here. Let's recruit.
Well,
We need to
well,
heal.
they died here though, so they may be cursed. Is the thing.
Well, then they'll be cursed underground, and they won't be able to do
Well,
anything.
they might dig out and cause harm. So this is the
Then let's
best
burn
time.
them.
True.
Let's
Hence,
burn them.
6 feet deep,
Let's
right?
let them. They were
We
our
can
companions.
Put 'em
I know
8 feet.
we can burn them later, but that's going to take time. We don't have shit to burn right now, so let's just cut their heads off and we can come back later.
Yeah, I'm gonna go through the armor and shred it all into stuff. Is there anything else that they had?
Alright, the skeleton, by the way, had a rusty,
Mace.
the one that you just killed just has a rusty mace.
I will.
Anyone want it?
Aaron, you want it?
It's a
I'll
pretty
take
good
it.
weapon. It's just a bit rusty. You can easily, clean it
Restore
off
it.
in town.
Varden will take it. If no one will take
Yep.
it.
I'll
Go
hand it to
for it,
Aaron
man.
then.
Okay, Varden takes it.
Yeah, Doran's still cutting the heads off, and as he does it, he's like, "This is why you don't get Ligma." Thank you.
Okay.
Alright,
After, what stuff did
Lardic have?
Yep.
He had the dagger, a sling, and a bag. His clothes is bloody. No longer
I will take the
salvageable.
bag. I'll shred the clips.
You want the bag?
Yep. I'll take the
Okay.
bag and I'll shred the clothes.
Bag acquired.
Yep. Bag number 2.
We
Alright,
got.
and
We've acquired the
there's a
bag.
dagger and a sling. Who would like that?
We already have slings, unless somebody else wants a sling.
Anyone
Farron,
want a sling or
you
a
could
dagger?
put that sling in your bag.
Did
And then
someone
have
not
Actually,
begin
that.
with the missile weapon? Right? Who was that?
I'll take it because because I have a piercing
Oh
one.
hey, wait, hold
But
on.
Oh
Does
yeah.
Hayes?
Missile
Do you have a
weapons.
Hayes? Do you have a missile weapon? Your page.
Uh,
Do you have a ranged
um,
weapon?
Ophelia.
I
She's
have a
got a longbow.
longbow.
Oh, okay, never mind. Yeah, you're balling.
yeah, I'll take it because
Alright.
I can use it for blunt damage.
Yeah, we need more people with slings so we can just fuck these skeletons up. They don't stand a chance against slings.
Alright. Sling and longbows are pretty much the same. But the longbow deals half damage. The 1d8 halved is about a d4. It's just the short bows are not as effective, right? So
Yeah.
Yeah,
Besides
that
that,
and the crossbows.
crossbows still be a d5, half
yep,
of a d10.
yep.
Let's see.
I would tell Dorn to come here and wrap one of the pieces of cloth that I cut up around that wound that he has.
And Doran kind of looks at us and is like, "Oh yeah, I forgot about that." And he kind of wraps it up.
Alright.
Can I regain any HP from that? Kind of patching myself up.
You have a
Just one.
bandage?
Yeah, I
Which
bandaged
which
it. The cloth.
the cloth we use from the clothes, like an improvised bandage.
Oh, whose clothes are you using?
The
It would
dead people's
be
clothes.
yeah,
The
Rufi,
good parts, not the nasty parts.
Cause his
not
tunic
the
is soaked
stupid.
in blood. His
Is it
trousers
all?
No, I
might
was
Is
still
it
be
using
dirty.
Rufi's. I used this hat. I used Rufi's hat for this.
Alright. You tear it apart and you try to make a makeshift bandage. And you place it over his little cut. That should be fine.
do I
You take
regain anything?
his belt and you use the belt to kind of tie it around the piece of
Tourniquet.
cloth. Yeah.
Cover and pressure, baby. It's all you need.
Okay. And then from here, are you guys done looting?
That's fair stuff.
Did anyone want that
Okay,
spare dagger? Alardix still has a dagger on him.
I will take it then.
Yeah,
Go
go
ahead.
for it.
Extra
I
weapons are
have 2
always
daggers.
nice.
I was just gonna take it if no one else would, just so we had an extra. But yeah, no, you take
Yeah,
it.
because I have
So,
2 daggers already.
Oh,
Farina, you took it?
Yep.
you can
Right.
throw those things too, so they're useful.
Yeah, that'd be actually a good idea.
You're far better using it in melee. Throwing a dagger is not very practical. You might as well throw a stone.
True. But
Yeah.
if he has 3 of them, then
Yeah, I suppose. Last resort.
fuck you. Throws little toothpick.
Okay, so
Good.
from here, we are coming toward the end of game time, I think.
We got 4 skeleton skulls though.
Perhaps we can explore a little further, maybe get into the actual ruins. the castle ruins and explore around there for loot. It's up to you if you want to press on. But before we do, let's take a small break. Let your characters rest up, and we'll come back in 5 minutes. So
All
I'll
right.
see you guys in 5.
Boys, girls, and non-binaries, let's have a moment of silence for the fallen.
Y'all are goofy.
Yeah,
That's kind of the point.
dude. Again, it's 9 in the fucking morning, and I didn't sleep, dude. I'm like all over the
Hell
place.
yeah,
Right
it's
now.
12 a.m. for me. Damn, it's early as hell for you. Happy Sunday morning.
Yeah, I went
Yeah,
to
it's
work. I went home. I
it's
played.
10 in the morning.
Yeah, I got done with work. I went home. I played DayZ, then I played Project Zomboid, and then I got off. And then you texted me when I was like, "Man, I don't think I'm gonna be able to go to church today." And you're like, "Oh, D&D.
Fuck
Okay,
shit.
awesome. That works."
Yeah. All I'm gonna say, anytime somebody dies, I'm just gonna go.
Your deaths will not be forgotten, boys.
I'm sorry,
Yep,
who are you again?
especially. No,
I love you. I
my
love you,
feelings
Rufus.
are hurt.
I love you, Rufus. Remember that. I only knew. Wait, I knew you before. Look, I looked at our DMs. You were. Oh, I remember you. You the guy that went to like the cave with us with all like the with like
Yeah.
the bat thingies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you were like you didn't have a cloak, and I was like, buy a cloak, dude. You're fucking naked.
Fuck you, I'm walking around naked, just like
Yeah,
people were
your
intended to.
dog's swinging around in the winter. You need a cloak to at least keep
Well,
the
at
shadow
least
warm.
people can see mine.
Jesus Christ!
Joke's on you. I don't have one.
Oh my God! 9 a.m. D&D gets fucking rowdy.
There
I have to look
once
up at
was a time where you can only notice that I didn't have any clothing 3 sessions in.
also
You're just wearing
also fun
armor, no clothes.
fun
Dog,
fact. That's
I
actually a
was
D and
walking
D chest
around
for
as a,
Economics.
I was walking around as a dwarf in like I've some really heavy armor, so he never really checked for clothing, and I was just fine.
All I'm gonna say is, I feel bad for both of the people who died, but thank you for giving me improvised bandages that I can turn all your cloth into.
Dying is part of the fun. I like
Also,
that because it's not really like it's role play, but it's not like extensive role play, so you don't really get like too attached to your characters until you like actually get to a point where like you're probably not going to die if it gets a little hairy.
yep.
Yeah, so
All
you
I'm
know,
gonna all I'm gonna say is the difference between this and 5e is quite interesting.
fun fact: when I was like 14 and I came here to play D&D for the first time, it was with Ekin. So I learned how to play D&D with Ekin when I was like a little kid.
Yeah, I was like 16 at the time, or 17.
Yeah, and you knew I was a little shit because I tried to rob everybody. I tried to kill so many people. I was
Yeah,
an
Good
asshole.
times.
And now look at me. I'm a refined, working.
There are players just like you when you were a kid, on the serious still. So I still gotta deal with the same bullshit.
Well,
So
at least
rinse and
I'm
repeat
nice
cycle.
about it now.
Yeah,
At least I
you
make it
definitely
fun.
grew, grew up, grew up well with us.
Yay!
Still
I
gaming.
love being validated.
yeah. Oh my god,
Again,
that's really weird.
what's the demand like in the army for combat medics? Do
I'm not
y'all
really certain. I don't really
do,
know much about the army, honestly.
yeah, do you know if like they want them or like are there too many?
Combat
I
chefs
would
are
say,
more in demand.
I'm not
I've been
too
thinking about
certain.
doing a few years in the army when I get done with college, just to look good on my resume and to
As
play
an
with
officer?
guns. Oh, as a medic.
Okay.
I'm
Yeah.
only going for my associates. Can I be an officer as an associate? Can I apply?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I just want to be a medic. I don't want to be a fucking officer. I don't like being the dickhead that tells people what to do.
Mm. Yeah, that's
Hey,
actually
Maggie,
really
get
what
on
it
the
is.
fucking ground.
Well, those are drill instructors and sergeants.
No, the officer's just like, hey guys, we gotta do this today and that. All right, follow me.
They're
Show
like your
up.
youth pastor. Hey guys,
Yeah.
we're gonna go do this today. Please don't kill anybody.
Guys, wanna go skiing?
We
He's
used to
he's
have an
like,
officer that played D&D with us in the army. It was Morph, or not Morph, Dez, if you remember him.
did he make you do PT every time you kill this character?
I bet he wish he could,
That'd be a
but
that'd be a dick
Ekin
way.
only started turning on his camera to show the dice rolls after after he left, after he stopped
it was a
playing.
good time. He's a captain
Yep.
now, I think. But he's
Oh damn!
yeah. When he first joined, he
My
was just a second lieutenant.
my cousin was a tenant when he got out. Now he's a cop in the town or the city I live
Oh,
like outside of. He's a cool guy.
Yeah.
yeah. I just realized this system would work perfectly for the fucking anime campaign that I planned on running.
No anime. Kill.
Let me clarify. Fucking demon slayers, but bad future.
Ew.
You cannot tell me this is not perfect for that.
I just prefer to watch it.
Fair enough, yeah.
I physically cringe when I see like anime RP. It's like it's not even like a me thing. It's an involuntary reaction.
Yeah, no,
Alright,
I
let us
understand that.
resume our adventure.
Yep. Oh, did we
So,
lose somebody?
Time to hit the gritty on all the bad
one of the
skeletons.
Oh,
casualties, I think.
okay. Yeah, it
Yeah,
was.
Killy's gone for now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully have a good
Question: what
night.
spell do I have again?
Uh, let's see. You have the spell Shield.
Hey,
Yeah.
what did Hayes have as a spell? I don't think she got hers because I was texting her earlier and she said she
Oh
didn't know what
shoot,
spell.
she never got her spells. Oops.
I knew
Fuck.
it. I knew it. Hayes,
Um,
Hayes, you have spells. You're gonna get spells. Did you hear that?
You have magic. Congratulations, you're now a magician.
Now you
do you want to
actually get
pick
to
your
do something.
spell, or do you want to roll randomly, or take the presets, Ophelia?
I don't think she's here yet, but
Uh, yeah, I'm here.
take sleep, take sleep, take sleep, take sleep.
We
Oh,
already
sleep.
have sleep.
Oh, who has it?
The
Oh,
Vardon?
fucking prey.
Yeah.
Oh,
um,
There's Charm Person, Detect Magic, Floating Disc, Cold Portal, Light Darkness, Magic Missile, Protection from Evil, Read Languages, Read Magic, Shield, Sleep, and Ventriloquism at level 1.
what do you recommend?
I recommend, if you plan to play long term, Read and Detect Magic. You get that as a preset. If you pick those two, you'll get both. Um, Otherwise, you can pick one of your choice of the other ones, or you can get two random ones.
two
If you
random is
do,
always nice if you do get lucky.
Too random.
alright, let's see what the dice have to say.
This better not give me something fucked up now.
Let's get the most
What
useless
did you
spell.
get? Sleep and floating disc.
She got Charm Person and Sleep, two of the most
Uh,
deadly
Fuck
spells in the
yeah,
game.
I was half right. I was half right.
you got good ones. Trust me. Now you can put people to
Yay!
sleep and you can get people to do what we want.
I'm
What
not
charm
gonna
does?
Oh
lie.
god, I'm going
So
too hyped.
you haven't played a mage before, right?
No, I haven't.
So what charm does is basically if you do it right, any like person that you use it on, they think you're like an old friend, so they'll just do shit for you. Like, oh yeah, sure, man.
Yeah,
Like an old homie.
I've only ever been like a really strong, stupid person.
You'll do fine.
So,
Fighters and elves, or the last kit you had was a halfling, I think.
oh yeah.
Right, a hunter,
Remember when I
ranger.
played as Amit and I didn't even have a fucking a spell because you made us start out as normal humans with no bullshit. That was
Good
bullshit, by
days.
the way. But I still killed like four people and then I retired the same day because I
Mhm.
hate mages.
Wait, wait. I have a question.
Yeah.
Can
Yeah.
I now convince people to kill other people?
No.
So
We're
the
not
Oh,
way it
gonna do
works,
this.
With
so
Charm
like
Person?
think of it this way:
yeah.
if your old buddy asked you to kill somebody that you work with, would you do it?
Yes.
Yeah. So that's how it would
No,
be.
How
Yes.
strong is
if
Charm
they
Person?
wouldn't
Is
do
it
it
like old
originally,
chum, or is it like old high school buddy that you used to get drunk with?
Charm Person is just like a good old friend, you know? A friendly. So,
Like
the very
some guy you
positive
used to
thing.
like some guy you knew at school, or like a guy you used to ride around and go to like the bowling
Some
alley
guy
with.
you would enjoy spending your free time with outside of work. You know, you're willing to like use your bit of free time with this person.
So it's like the
Go out
kind
with
of
them.
friend that you talk about, like what you're gonna do during the apocalypse with.
So they'll give you a friendship. They'll regard you as a trusted friend and will defend you, right? Like a friend should.
Yeah.
They will
Uh-huh.
not even
So you guys
obey
share
commands,
conspiracy theories with each other.
but they will not do things that are against their nature, like murder or contradict their normal habits, right? And they will not kill. They will not kill themselves either.
Wait, wait. We can charm that 16-year-old guy to give us that book now.
Yeah, you could.
Oh,
Nah,
that's genius.
Mhm.
No, I think that's a great idea. Wait, hold on. Aren't
I don't think that would work.
wait, hold aren't tomes bound to a certain, like, they're written by that mage and they can only be read by that mage.
Yeah, unless you had read magic.
But does oh yeah, she doesn't have read magic. Fuck.
That's why
Yeah,
it's
he
very
was
important to get those.
okay.
All right, let us proceed. So,
Don't they know
um,
afterwards though? Don't they know afterwards they've been charmed too?
yeah, they would figure it out and they would
So
feel
so we wouldn't be able to
devastated.
live there anymore because you'd probably get pissed off. But then again, he's a
Yeah,
little
I mean,
kid.
it's like mind control, right? That's fucked up. So
That's fucked
they
up,
won't
man.
realize it.
I'm
That's
not
not
helping you
kosher.
guys kill a kid.
We like take him out to the yard and we just tell him to look at the flowers.
Oh no. You're worse than
I'm not
me.
helping you kill a child.
Look at the
It's
flowers, Colin.
fine.
Look at
It's
the
it's the good
flowers.
old days. He won't live long anyway. He might get eaten by like a dragon or something.
Or die
You,
in an
yeah,
adventure, get
yeah.
killed by a
But
skeleton.
but like people are gonna see us walk out with Colin and like he just doesn't come back and they're like, oh, these people are fucking sketchy.
Yeah, you guys
All
are gonna
right.
get all of us fucking
Well,
murdered.
let's get these skeleton skulls and cash in.
So for the remainder of the adventure, you guys want to cash in for the night, make your way back to town, and sell
We
the
got
skulls.
we got one skeleton skull per person now since we killed 2 people,
It's not
Yep,
too bad of a hunt.
cash it.
and we get
Or do you
XP
guys
for
want to
killing
go
monsters and
deeper?
gold,
You'll get XP for the treasure you exchange for XP.
and a little
Yep.
bit for the
I
monsters.
will. I shall sell one of the daggers.
They won't sell for much.
I don't care. Still selling it though.
They're like all adventure gear gets sold at like what, like half price, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like
Oh fuck. Never
it's
One
worth just
mind
silver.
keeping
It's
it.
not
It's worth
bad. You
keep,
can still get a decent amount for stealing gear.
A
Yeah,
boosted
never mind that.
discovery.
but we're poor right now.
Alright, so how would you like to proceed?
I'd say we just
Head
collect.
back to town.
Dornan just like asked everyone
Cut
if
your
they just want to
losses.
collect. Yeah, cut the
You got
losses.
4 men still out of the 6.
And we got 4 skeleton skulls.
That's pretty decent.
After everyone's
Nice.
kind of like after everyone's collected what they need to and clears off,
Mhm.
since we can't really carry them back, I'm just gonna cut their heads off while nobody's looking.
I can carry them.
Are we
Alright.
missing a person?
Unless I already did that, right?
I think
I
someone
was gonna
has a
say I should be
bag.
able to carry them.
Donan. Yeah, the one if you have like multiple bags, right? That's Firuna.
Yep, that's me. Yeah,
So
that's
you
me.
can carry. You could definitely carry the skulls.
The
Yeah,
bag
I
master.
just want to make sure our boys don't turn because we can't carry them back. We
Oh, you
don't have
wanted to
shovel the
chop their
ground.
heads off? Okay.
Yeah, I tell everyone to close
You
their
know,
eyes. It's for the greater good. We don't want them turning and
I
being.
still think we should like keep an ear or something, you know.
we have their
Nah,
skulls.
no, we're not taking their skulls. I'm just cutting their heads off.
Yeah, no.
We'll just hold them in our memory.
Oh, yeah, I was gonna ask, would I be able to carry them back since I have above average strength?
No,
So you could definitely lift them and carry them for a short distance, like any man could, right? That's like 100 something pounds. But you would not be able to march 12 miles with a man on your back within a day.
as a
So
guy who's had to train with like dummies that weigh as much as normal people, we have to learn how to carry and drag them. You're not getting more than like outside of the house without getting fucking tired, unless you're like a bodybuilder. And even then, it's
Jokes on
not.
you.
It's not.
I'm kidding.
Shut the fuck up.
you're
It's
amazing in
hard.
person too.
No,
It's
no,
like hard, even with like the techniques and the lift weight, like the ways you're supposed to lift them. They
yeah,
show
no.
us
I was gonna
200
say
pounds. It's fucking heavy.
it's 2 pounds. It
With a
fucking
friend,
sucks.
if
I
you
know.
get assistance, distribute the weight, right? Maybe put them on a stretcher. You might be able to carry
We
the
have
corpse
4
back.
people. We can carry both of them.
I think it's a bad idea because what if they're cursed? Even if we do bury them, they might dig back up, and then we'll be responsible for the 2 fucking zombies that attacked the village.
If they're cursed and they come back, well, too bad, too sad. The gods can deal with it.
I know, but they'll be pissed off at us because we brought them back, and they'll know too. And then our reputation gets sullied, and then we have to deal with people.
Well,
Whenever we
I mean,
get,
grounds
when,
might be consecrated, but Remains have to be etched in, incantations
Oh
or
no.
runes in order for a spirit to possess
Oh
them, right?
no.
Witchcraft and
Yeah.
demonology and all that. So
If only we had lights and dark. What a shame.
Burn them.
Oh yeah. I still think we should just cut their heads off and
create the
leave.
pyre would take a long time to burn them.
Yeah,
Dornan is
true.
very adamant about just slicing their heads off and going.
Well,
Dismember them.
Dornan, you
What is
already
wrong
did it.
with you?
Your hands
Yeah,
are bloody.
Yeah,
Your gloves
I
are a
kind of
bloody
just I
mess.
kind of just used what's left of their like patchy clothing that was all torn up to like wipe my
There's
hands off.
snow everywhere, so you wipe your stuff down.
Okay.
Clean it
I
up.
was gonna say if I was gonna say, where's the nearest water source before we
The river.
leave?
The river you've been following, it's really close.
Yeah. Okay. I'll rinse off all the fabrics and stuff in the river then.
Okay. You wash
And
off bits
Good
of
then
the
left over.
cloth.
pack up the
Yep.
skulls, have a meal, and then we fucking leave. Is that good with
I
everybody?
have the food.
Alright, so Fiona, we'll say you salvaged all the cloth you could. You got a total of about 10 pounds of tattered cloth, or 10 pounds of cloth.
We can sell
Between
some
the
of
two
that, can't we?
bodies.
What can one copper get you? Like nothing.
One copper
Like-
is like a pretty decent amount of money. It can get you like
Oh.
normal goods, a meal maybe.
I
how
can
much
afford
would-
one meal.
Nice. I was gonna ask, how much would all the cloth have? The tattered cloth sell for?
10 pounds of
Nothing.
it.
It's just ripped up cloth.
Yeah.
Okay, fine.
That's like, imagine if you went into Walmart with a bunch of random stuff your grandmother had in her closet. They'd just probably laugh at you and tell you to fuck off.
You don't sell shit at fucking Walmart.
Exactly. You don't sell shit at Walmart.
Medieval
Imagine-
markets.
Yeah. If you went into a pawn shop and tried to pawn cloth, what would they say?
Just
I
bring
mean,
old
if it was an
clothes in.
entire suit. Kidding.
You make like a fancy like 1900 suit out of tattered cloth in the Middle Ages.
Yep.
One faux buck.
One boat.
All right.
Fucking
I say we
Christ.
get the fuck out of here before we die because we're
Alright.
probably we're
Yeah,
Shall we begin
staying
marching
I'm
on
gonna fucking. You're gonna leave.
Alright. We're gonna do
Meow.
we'll say your kids have lunch, so we're gonna minus 4 pounds of food, it's only 4 survivors. You're down at
Yep.
32, and then after lunch you'll begin marching home.
As fucked up as it sounds,
Alert.
we ended up killing 4 skeletons and losing 2 people, so now there's 4 of us, so it kind of evened out.
Yep. Net negative of 2.
Let us see if we
Yep.
get back home safely.
We got a net positive, boys. Oh, I saw that one.
Unfortunate. Alright.
7.
So on
Is
the way
that
back,
wildlife?
on the way back, let's see.
Owl
Say
bear.
it's a boar. Please say
Please.
it's a boar.
Oh, 2
So,
ones? Oh.
Yeah, 2-1's not good. Not
No,
good
we
news, though.
gone. We dead.
Nah. I disappeared from reality. I face into
Halfway
the
through
Feywild.
the journey,
Oh,
we
he's
encounter a
flipping through
sign
the
of
book.
monsters out here. Let's see if we're surprised or not.
Oh.
If we are surprised, they're very close. Alright, this is
Please.
surprise,
I was gonna say I want to keep on high alert.
Oh, we're not surprised.
but the monster is. So you found tracks.
All right, so you want to sneak away and not
Okay.
get murdered?
Yeah, I think we just leave.
Sneak.
It's a wild animal. It's not like a monster. It's not gonna like stand its ground.
It's a wild animal.
You're
Spider
not
cat.
touching the. You're not. You're not
Can
beating
we keep
Smokey the
it?
bear.
It
No.
is 10 yards away.
What is it?
How many meters?
You come upon it while we were sleeping, so you couldn't even hear it. You just found it while it was asleep.
Oh wait. Oh, I have an idea, guys. I
Let's
have
poke
an
it with a
idea.
stick.
Fuck. What are you about to do? That's gonna get
Poke
all
it
of
with a
us
stick.
killed.
I have a
Poke it
quote.
with a stick.
I have a quote to tell you guys.
Don't no. Do
I
not
may
call your
not have a
vizier.
brain, gentlemen, but I certainly have an idea.
Alright,
I'm just gonna. I'm gonna continue on my way to the village.
Hold on, hold on.
Thinking.
What? Let him describe it first.
7 and 8. This is a.
Owl bear.
You see it. It's on a tree, which is massive. Winged beetle.
Yeah, no, we
frozen on the
gone.
tree.
We gone.
Yeah, we are sneaking away from that. Fuck that.
Yeah, we kind of just.
It
We
looks
kind of
like
like.
a mix between a beetle and a fly. It's about 3 foot.
You know, fuck that even more. No, I'm not
Right.
dealing with that.
As you're going through this part of the forest, you see a few more of them hanging from the trees. They look like they're hibernating for the winter.
Lucky
Okay,
us.
fucking Christ, thank you.
So we kind
So
of
it looks
just
like a
like
swarm of
skulk and like
giant
whisper.
insects resting on the trees.
So we kind of just skulk around and whisper and just like kind of just
Yeah,
not
not
bother
wake
them
them
as we
up.
leave.
Okay.
Yeah, and then I whisper to you, why wouldn't you
You
let
could
me
definitely
poke the
kill a
bear?
few in their sleep, but you might wake up the
Because
swarm, right?
I'm not trying
Yeah,
to
no speaking.
die.
No. We no speaking. We just agreed no
Okay.
speaking until we
Okay.
clear the
You
area.
press on, ignore them. And you make it to Gavelon. On your way back to Gavelon, you're so close. When in the distance behind you, there's a sighting. Something is flying in the direction of Gavelon, or actually not. It's flying from the western hills toward you. It is indeed a dragon sighting.
Dragon. Oh.
Ah!
Almost
How
Is
far are
it?
about
we?
3
How
miles
far are
from
we from the
Gavelon.
town? How far are we from the town?
You cannot see it actually. You can only hear it. You're in the forest, but you heard it roar and or yeah, growl out loud, right?
Okay, so
Uh,
I vote we hide in the trees and wait
trees
for
are
it to
picking
pass.
up.
If
Right,
we
it's getting
can't
really
see it, it
windy.
can't see us, right?
You don't just want to just
I,
hide and
I,
wait for it to pass.
Yes.
I like
Dragons
to
can
make.
luckily
Fuck
smell
it.
treasure, right? Or have magic
Sure.
senses that will help them find treasure, which makes
Oh,
them quite happy.
well, we don't have treasure though, so we're good.
Now y'all
Yeah.
poor, so you should be fine.
I have
As
one
long as you
cup of
don't engage
wine.
in melee with or shoot at it, you should be fine. It flew right over your party and continued onward.
Holy fucking shit.
Dragon encounter. Alright,
Doran
march on.
Doran looks at the dragon, watches it fly by, and like looks at everyone else and like, attention party, I have pissed my pants.
It's a world of Dungeons and
Oh.
Dragons. Dragons being the apex predator, the Willowlands.
But what about gods?
What about what? Guns?
What about the gods? What about gods?
This is
Guts?
OD&D. There's just God. There's just the God.
True.
Gods? Oh, yeah, gods do exist, I suppose. But
Yeah.
they don't exist in the way that the creatures like you and or mortals like dragons and you exist. Dragons are still considered mortals, although they live a very long time. Let's see.
Dragons become immortal in fucking 5e.
It was a white dragon. There were multiple. There were
There were
four that
multiple.
flew overhead.
4 ice dragons.
4 white dragons that flew overhead. Adult white dragons.
Oh, that's not fun.
Right,
We're
they're
gonna
gone though.
report this in whenever we get back.
Yep, the village probably spotted it with their from the walls, right? Probably just specks
Yeah.
on the horizon. But
Yep.
you're about 3 miles out, and the human eye can only see roughly 3 miles. If they have, of course, high ground. So from watchtowers,
What
they might
about
have been able to just barely see specks of dragon in the
what about
distance, right?
white? What about elves?
Alright, you made it back to Gavelon. Congratulations. You're welcome back into the village. And the guards are glad to see that at least a few of you made it back from your expedition.
We report the sighting
Most
of
of
the
you.
4 big ass white dragons that flew overhead.
They appreciate the report and will make sure that the villagers take proper precautions in case the dragons come any closer. But as you saw, the dragon flew from the west to the east, so not toward Gavelon.
Yeah,
Let's
just
see.
just letting them know they're in the area. All right, and then Dornan kind of like gathers everyone together and like tells them they're gonna go to the temple to sell the skulls.
Alright, and we'll wrap the game up here. We'll get your skulls sold, and then your rewards, and then from there we can wrap up the game for tonight. So we are at
We
the
did it,
end of game
guys. We
time.
got something out of this. Look at that.
Congratulations, the skulls are worth
We didn't
40
die.
silvers total, so that's 10 each. Unless you guys want to split it differently. But otherwise, evenly would be 10 each.
We didn't
Alright,
die today. Yippee.
good shit. So, it's not the
Yeah.
biggest haul, but it's been a pretty decent haul. 10 silvers. Again, the average man makes a silver piece after a week of hard labor. So, you made 10 silvers within a day or two of adventuring. So, not bad at all. That was each of you.
Yeah. I
Alright.
I vote to go take a nap after selling the fucking skulls.
But that'll be it for tonight's game. Thank you for playing. It's quite late or early for some of us, so make sure you guys get some sleep. And I hope to see you at the next game. Hope you had fun. Until next time. Have a good night.
Bye bye.
Good night. Au revoir.